Hello viewers, welcome. I am RxOliver and these are my friends, and tonight we're playing Cyborg. This is a one-shot scenario named A Long Way Down, and it's been brought to you at the last minute when something else got postponed. So shout out to our games master of the evening, the famous Mr. Dustin Smith of StarCitySavages.net. StarCitySavages.net. Fumbled it already. Thank you, Dustin, for putting a game together for us at the very last minute. And I am joined tonight by, as well as the amazing Mr. Dustin Smith of Star City Savages, I have got Dave and Martin, channel regulars who we love to see. Every game with Dave and every game with Martin's always great fun to play. So we're going to play Cyborg. I'll now hand it over to our games master, Dustin. Mr. Smith, take it away.
Oh, why, thank you very much. I'm not muted, right? Because that's what I've done at least 3 or 4 times.
You are good to go, mate. You are good to go.
Your mic and your camera are very good today.
Well, thank you. I upgraded to Windows 11, and since Microsoft needs to see me, they improved the quality of the feed.
Okay. Well, good for that. Also, I think you've got a filter on, which is also fine.
The filter is desk lamp.
Old school.
You look superb anyway, Dustin.
Thank you. All right, so this is Cyborg. It is an OSR. It's really gritty. It's really stylistic. For the most part, you will, if you ever pick up Cyborg, you'll see that it's very much style over substance. However, it's incredibly rules light. Now tonight, because this is kind of spur of the moment, I'm not going to get it 100%, so the Cyborg purists are probably going to burn me at the stake, but that's okay. That's in line with the system. The basic idea is that it's in the far-flung future, 20XX or 20X0. It's so far in the future, nobody really knows what year it is, and multiple disasters have happened. There's been nano plagues, there's been cyber attacks, there's been viruses, there's been economic collapse. There's no longer like a regular police force, it's all privatized security. You have different zones rather than having things very specifically named. You have areas like the hills, which is where the rich people live, or the in-betweens, which is where the wage slaves work, or the Go or G0, which is where there's a massive outbreak of an alien nano plague that if it gets out will turn everybody into some kind of music. For those of you that are sci-fi fans, think of the short story of the book Blood Music by Greg Bear. Anyway, we're going to take our poor unsuspecting scabbers and drop them into a situation, because in the world of Cyborg, everybody has debt. And I'm going to give you all a chance to introduce yourself. Who here has twins?
That'd be your boy Oliver.
Oliver, tell us about Quins.
Okay, well, I've just seen his character sheet about 2 seconds ago, so let me just open it again to remind myself. Thank you. So he is a neurotripper renegade cyber slasher. Enhanced cheekbones, overly interested in graffiti, I desire success. Try to start each day with obsessively laying out my clothes and cleaning my gear. I have 7 grand in debt to an old friend who sold out to the corpse and got rich. And I am a cyber slasher. What's a cyber slasher then, Dustin?
A cyber slasher is a serial killer who's really into performance art. Whereas a corpo killer does it for the money, you do it for the statement.
There you go. And it says I'm really interested in graffiti. My weapons are a steel cutter chainsaw and 2 small SMGs. It says I'm really into graffiti, so maybe when I do kill someone, I make a mural of their death scene, famously, to let everyone know that the graffiti killer did it. The graffiti killer, I like that.
Yeah. All right. So how many glitches do you have listed on your sheet?
Cool.
Glitches are your meta currency.
All right. Okay. It says I have one. 1d2.
You have one. Well, 1d2.
No,
All right. So we're
D2
going to
is
deal you
what?
out.
Sorry, D2 is the regain. Glitches. Is that the? Yeah, no. Are you sure glitches is not the meta? It's the meta currency, not the currency. It's the meta currency, right? So like, Devil's Luck and Pirate Borg.
Yeah.
I have one. I have one meta currency.
You have two for telling me your character's backstory and some quirk about yourself.
I just made it up on the spot.
All right.
That's the first time I've really seen the character sheet.
Which is great because I am a big fan of handing out meta currency. All right, next we have Jolt.
That would be me.
Mm-hmm.
Jolt is a hacker, or was a hacker. She suffers from rapid blinking because she's just constantly doing things on a computer. She's particularly obsessed with handheld games, like the Game Boys of this era. But one day she was deep diving cybercosmos, which is obviously another word for the internet of this day, and she found something out that she wasn't meant to find out, and she doesn't know what she found out. She doesn't even know what it means. She found something out that nanobacteria has been seeping into the net, so she's on a mission to try and find out what that means and who's covering it up, and she's been burned as a result of that, so she's now classed as a burned hacker.
All right. So how many glitches do you have listed on your sheet?
She currently has one glitch.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you 2 glitches because you're telling your story.
Thank you.
So that's your meta
Dave.
currency. That's your rerolls.
Do I manually change that, Dustin? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right. I put it down there so you'll be able to drop it. All right. Quick. Oliver, how much HP did you have?
HP. Oh, hang on. I've got to increase my glitches. HP. Where shall I find that?
In the middle, I think. Black
Agility,
part,
strength. I see those.
Keep going down.
Initiative, presence, toughness, knowledge, hit points. 1 of 1. I've got 1 hit point.
Roll me a d6.
These Borg games are brutal.
Yeah, because it's going to be really fast if you just have 1 hit point. 3. All right, we're going to say that you have 4 now. Dave, roll me
1d6, yeah?
Roll me a d6, yeah. Also 4?
Yep.
Okay, so that means you come out with 5 then, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Nice.
All right.
Starting a brand new system that's one of the Borg games which are known to be brutal with 1 hit point. The one shot's not going to last very long, is it?
No, this would be a very quick game.
Yeah.
All right, now.
Just make an observation.
Yeah, sure.
Are we turning on 3D dice? I've just noticed that didn't roll with 3D dice.
I've got mine on.
You know what?
I've just turned mine on because I noticed it didn't. So
I always put them on.
I think I've clicked. Yeah, I'd click mine. Yeah.
It's just
all right, cool deal. We've got 3D dice on for me. All right, Martin, you're playing Belle, right?
I am, yeah. Belle is a blood sport orphan. Gearhead. She's robot-like. Flirty. She obsesses over interactive hollow ink, and she has a desire to try everything. And then it says you trusted them, and then they disappeared in the... I don't know if it's the GO or the G0, but they've disappeared either way. And she is looking for an advanced lab rumored to have survived the incident, whatever that is. And I have 18,000 worth of debt to an anonymous hacker collective, and I have a pet dog, cyber dog, called... Wait, I think it has the name. Called Rex, and I also have a little flying robot drone thing. And fun fact about her is she isn't a vegan or vegetarian, but she only eats the meat from the animals that she turns into cyborgs. You know, so if she like updates their legs and their eyes, she will eat
And then
that.
eats the ice and
and
the legs
then-
that she updated.
Yeah, because
You're a
I'm
monster,
imagining this
Martin.
world. No, I'm not. It's like the Native Americans. You never waste part of the wildebeest. So she is part Native American, like 10%. So yeah, that is. So she only eats all vegan plus little bits of random animals.
But she's enhanced.
Like found meat. Like found meat. You know, like because it's there.
Roadkill.
How many glitches do you have?
She has 1 glitch.
All right. Well, we're going to say that you have 2 glitches for
Sweet.
that lovely story.
I hate you,
We're
Martin.
going to deal that. And how much HP do you have?
I have 2, so I did have the highest out of everyone, but I guess now they've got a few more.
Roll me a d6. Tell me what you get.
Okay, hold on. D6. I got a 4 as well.
So that means you have a total of 6, right?
It does. So I guess, are we all on about 6 now?
On
We all like
5.
some-
I'm on 4.
5. Okay.
5,
Okay.
4, and 6. Yep.
We're all a lot better than
All
one.
righty. So, things are pretty tough all over. And you are contacted about a paying gig that will, if somebody will roll me 4d6. Anybody?
Yeah, I got that, yeah. Oh, someone's
Got
got
it.
that.
13.
13.
Will pay a total of 1,300 scarabs, because the currency in this one is actually the scarab.
Okay.
It'll pay 1,300 that you can split between you towards your debt. Your fixer tells you that you need to find someone called Sana, who is an online datanet podcaster.
How do you spell
And
that?
so Sana.
As in
Like a sauna. S-A-U-N-A.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love how Dave was thinking hot sauna and I was thinking gay sauna, so okay. Same thing.
Technically, that's the same thing, Martin.
I mean, I know, but I mean, Dave doesn't know that. So
In 20 episodes. It's the norm.
Well, alrighty. So, they tell you that in order to find Sana, you need to go to this local hotel, and she is staying in room 7B. All right.
And she was an internet celebrity, did you say?
Podcaster.
She's a
Podcaster.
podcaster. She's she's an independent journalist.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Alcohol.
And
Should we get the name?
and we're to track her down and arrest her, or just track her down?
She's the one that's hired you.
Oh, she's hired us. Sorry. Okay.
So we're going to meet her.
Yep.
Uh,
And you need to find her so that she can tell you about the job.
Right. Okay.
All right?
Okay. Let's go find that.
Okay.
And do we all know each other, like being friends or work colleagues or something?
I'll tell you what, since I'm such a generous fellow, why don't we start out with Quinn's. Quinn's, how did you meet Jolt?
I met Jolt at a car racing event, a street car racing event, like like these car meets that they do. So Cyberpunk, one of them, where they've got cars racing, but cars with weapons and blasting each other. We were both watching one of them because we're both interested in it, and that's where I met Jolt, at one of those races.
Alrighty, sounds good to me.
Mad cyberpunk
Jolt,
cars
where
shooting
did
each
you
other
meet?
with missiles and shit.
Which you can actually, like, is a thing. You go to old death race. Jolt, where did you meet Belle?
In a gay sauna.
All right, cool. 2 lesbians. Awesome.
Yeah.
21st century. Yes, it was in a steamy gay sauna.
All right. Belle, where did you meet Quinns?
I met Quinn's because I have the equivalent of a Etsy shop that sells the meat jerky from the cyber animals, and he's my best client. He's like ravenous for this meat.
For jerky.
Like it's quite.
I hate you,
He
Martin.
just like he just loves meat. Like his hobby is listed as meat, and more meat. So good for him. And he doesn't mind. You know, I'm worried he might get into cannibalism. Like he's that thirsty for, you know. So that's how we met.
All right.
I was
So
gonna do the sauna thing, but Dave robbed it. So
Dave
it's,
already
you
stole
know.
that joke.
You could
yeah.
honestly all meet in the sauna.
Yeah.
Like, there's no requirement. Like, it's the far-flung future. There's probably like 5 people living in one of the sauna rooms just because rent is cheaper.
Yep.
Let's get a shot of Rex
Oh, yes.
There he is.
and your
Dog.
surveillance drone.
Does the surveillance drone have a name?
Alright.
Or is it just a drone?
Martin, what would you like to name your drone?
I'm trying to think. Queenie, because like
Queenie.
Queen drone. So Queenie. Yep.
Gay.
I mean, it's not like it's not painted it pink or anything.
Not yet.
All right. Queenie will not survive any violence, but Queenie will be able to, like, move around and spy for you. You are sent to the No-Tell Motel. When you get there, there are several United Citadel security operatives, which are very dangerous individuals. Like I said, in Psy,
The no-tell.
you don't have a
motel is
situation.
quality.
Yeah. You don't have a situation where you have the public sector police force. You have privatized military police. And because of that, some of you would just be a little shocked that there are so many of them, because these are not low-level guys. You also spot a well-dressed, obvious corpo individual there who is scowling miserably. That's definitely not the person you're looking for. All right, now that you're here, kind of in the belly of the beast, what would you like to do? And I'll go ahead and warn you, you don't want the UCS operatives to see you or to find you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So we need to
They
sneak
are
into
bad
this place.
news.
Where's the entrance? Down.
We need to establish which room, because it's a motel. The rooms will be separate from the actual.
So that looks like the lobby,
reception.
the reception.
But we know what
Yes.
room she's in. She's in 7B, so we need to figure out which one of these rooms is
1,
7B.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I
But
don't
we've
know.
not used your security, your tracker drone,
Yeah.
Martin. Send Queenie for a little buzz round.
What's this?
Yeah.
Oh, what was that then?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be a body wrapped
Also
up
looks
in-
like it looks like there's a dead body in the middle of the car park.
It's the Turin Shroud.
Mhm.
So.
Oh. Mystery.
I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy to send the drone around like high up because
I
I
was going
think
to
they're
say
gonna...
it'd have to be high, wouldn't it, so it didn't get spotted.
Yeah.
That's not
And
going
I'm
to work out
presuming
which one's
drones
7B
don't
though, is it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it can zoom in enough to like find the numbers.
Are you going to send it into the hotel?
Well, it's a motel, so the rooms are all outside.
Yeah, so I can do
yeah,
like
yeah.
a high-ish flyby.
Or we just need to know how the numbers are set out, because they're either numerical, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Or
We might be missing something very obvious here. Dustin, is the numbers on the door?
Yes.
Oh, well, can we see 7 from where we are?
Yeah, but have you seen how many UCS guys there are? There's like 6 of them.
And there seems to be a body in the middle of the parking lot, guys. Also,
that's what I was thinking. Is that her? Is that the person we came to meet?
Which room has 7B written on it then?
You probably want to send the drone around to figure that out.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that.
Roll me 1d20, a flat d20.
We're just going to hang back around the corner for now, boys.
Yep.
Yeah, so 1d20.
Yep, and also, just so you know, glitches can do certain things to help you out. You can reroll. You can. All right. Actually, I'll post it in the chat so you can see what glitches do.
If it's anything like Pirate Borg, you can reroll. You can force a reroll. You can reduce a difficulty. You can reduce damage done on you.
Yeah, no critical or fumble.
You can negate a fumble or a critical. If it's anything like Pirate Borg, then you can do those kinds of things.
You can also lower the target number or DR by 4 if you do it before rolling. So if you wanted to drop this by 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Pirate Borg has a lot more in the way of ship combat.
But the base rules are the same.
Big difference. The base rules are the same, yeah. It's a Borg. The big difference between Morkborg and Cyborg is the fact that you have an intelligence score, you have a knowledge score, and Morkborg doesn't have that. Everybody in the Dark Fortress is stupid.
Ah, okay. I've not played Morkborg yet. I've not played the main one, just Pirate Borg.
Yeah. All right. So, Martin, if you wanted to send your drone in, I'll give you the option of spending one of your glitches to lower the target number by 4. You're already a gearhead, so it would be a D10 instead of a D12.
I mean, I got a 13. I don't know if that's good or not. Is high good or low good in this game?
High.
High. Yeah, you want to hit a target number of 12. You're a gearhead, so it would be 10. So yeah, you succeed.
Yay! And hopefully the guys with the guns don't shoot it down or anything.
They don't. They're a bit busy looking around, and they don't see it. Let's see the area that you're looking for. Right there behind the Corpo guy.
Nice.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Behind the Corpo guy and this guy.
Yeah. And you'll see that the lock on the door has been broken. It looks as if someone kicked in the door.
Ooh, that's not good.
That might be Our Lady in the middle of the parking lot then.
That's what I'm thinking.
How are we going to get past this Corpo guy?
I've got a where I don't know how useful it's going to be, but I can fake an alarm for a location.
A nearby location. To see
but any response to any real alarm is delayed by a 2d6 roll in minutes. So I assume that if I set a fake alarm off, that might make them go to that location, and then I roll a 2d6, which gives us the amount of minutes we've got to do whatever we're doing before a real response happens.
Maybe.
It's an idea, but I don't know if it's going to be useful here.
Try that. That sounds like it might be a shout.
So what would we do? Just pick a room, do you think? Where they'd all go to, or...
Whatever's furthest away, this one down here.
Is that how it works, Dustin?
Yeah. What it is, you're rolling your app.
I think that's worth a try.
And what'll happen is you got your D12 you got to do. D12 is the standard target number. Sometimes it's lowered. I will say this, the more you use your apps, the higher the DR gets. So it'll be 14, 16, so on and so forth.
Okie dokie. I'm just thinking if I've got anything else I can use.
No, but that sounds like a good plan right there. I'm going to be honest with you.
I think it's a good shout, Dave.
So we trigger. Do you want, which room did you say, Oliver, to trigger? Is it down here?
Yeah, well, that's reception, so I think probably this one. The first room. Because it's just because it's furthest away from up here, really, isn't it?
And then hopefully they'll move across and we can sneak along. And right, okay, we'll do that then. Yeah, so I will. use my false flagger ability. Is it the little symbol next to it that I roll, Dustin? Yeah.
What's that? Let me take a look. For jolt. Character sheet, bring it up. That would be your that would be your knowledge. Yeah, the polyhedron next to it. So you get a 2. You get a 2 added to it.
Oh shit.
Want to spend a glitch to reroll?
I do, yeah, because
All right, just drop it on the table. I'll
reroll, yeah.
Yeah, drop it on the table. Drop your glitch on the table.
So you drag it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So see the little number 3 next to your name at the bottom left? Drag that onto the table.
Oh, of
think.
course. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. There it is. What do I...
Is that the right way, Dustin?
Like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let's show everybody the glitch.
And then just re-roll, yes?
Yeah.
Oh dear. David.
That is a fumble.
Can I spend one more glitch?
To negate the fumble, yes, you can.
Yes. Oh my god, I don't want fumble.
So it's going to be a fail without a fumble. Can you not just roll again?
I don't think I can I? It's either cancel out the.
I'll let you roll. I'm kind of a teddy bear GM, so yeah, go ahead, drop it, and then give me the reroll.
If this doesn't work, I'm going home.
You-
Hey!
Oh,
crit,
from a
right?
1 to a 20. Come on.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All
Get
right,
at it.
so you know what? Since you got a 20, I'll go ahead and give you one of your glitches back.
Oh.
Yes. Come on.
So you want a
All right.
1d12 now, yes? For the minutes.
Yeah, so let's 2d6. Roll me
2d6.
2d6. Just go to the polyhedron on the side there.
Yeah. So we've got 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
You got
lads.
7 minutes.
So that alarm goes off.
Well, yeah, let's see what they do first.
And see if they move. And then so hopefully they'll get notified that something drastic's happening.
What did you set the alarm to do? Like a
Set an alarm in this
or
room.
security?
It's like an alert, basically, to
There's something's
notify
going down in
all
this
local
room.
security that
Look, it's
something's
working.
going on.
It's working. It's working.
Right, so
So they all run over there, and one of the guards kicks the door in, and the big CEO guy or the big corpo guy walks in. All right. Whoever is sneaking in, it will be presence to use your stealth to get there.
Yeah, we're going to try and sneak in there. Who's good at
Presence.
that? Who's good at presence?
mine's on 0. Not me.
My presence
think I've got
is also 0. My agility is
Mine's
-3.
0, but
I've got
I
0 strength, -3 agility, 0 presence, 0 toughness, 0 knowledge. But that's your
Yeah.
plus, that's your bonus.
But I was gonna say my dog has got something like a health scanner, so I was gonna see if I get the dog to go over the body and see if it's alive or if it's a female. Because if it's a male,
No, that's
Not
not.
No, it's not.
but I don't know
Alright.
how the health. I don't know how the health scanner works, Dustin. Like if it would scan and know.
I think that's a good idea. If you want to go ahead and do that,
Like I
Um,
will send the dog just to however close it needs to get to do those scans, and then quickly run back.
And I'm going to try and
Roll me
sneak
a
into the
D20.
room.
Okay. So what do I need to roll to do the scans? Is that
roll me a d20, Martin.
okay? Just a D20. Okay.
You need to get a 10
Okay.
because you're a orphan gearhead.
Oh yeah, because I don't have it. Oh, that's not good, is it? So
That's
can I
not
use-
good. Yeah.
Can I use?
you-
Can I use the glitch thing then? So
Yes, you can. If you want to lower it by 4, you have to drop the glitch before you roll, but you can roll the glitch now to
still
re-roll.
I'm going to re-roll mine
Oh,
in a
okay.
second as well.
it's a glitch. I grab one of the glitches on the screen, right?
Like Benny's in
the-
Savage Worlds. Drag it up, aye.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how do I activate it, or do I just re-roll a d20 once I've grabbed it?
Just re-roll.
Well, the 3 by your name, take the 3 by your name, open up your menu, and then drag and drop that onto the table.
Okay, right, hold on. Okay, yeah, and then what do I do once I've got it on the screen?
Just re-roll.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so a d20.
Come on. Unlucky.
You're joking.
Same roll.
That's a dupe. Go ahead and roll again. I don't deal with dupes. Re-roll for me.
There's so many
Getting all these
You're
shocky
too
ones out of the
soft.
way.
You are too soft.
Get all these shockers out of the way.
He's letting you roll again. No way.
Oh, that's 4 sevens.
I'd have put money on that. I wish I'd have put money on that.
4 sevens.
All right.
On the roll.
Drop a glitch for me, Martin, and then re-roll.
Jesus, that is insane.
Drop
I just
2
want
and then
any other
you
number.
could drop 2 glitches and your difficulty becomes 6.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go.
Right. I would also like to re-roll my presence.
All right, please do.
How do I pull this down? There we go. Oh, fuck off.
Did you
It's
get
like-
a 7? Did you get a 7?
One
Yeah.
of the guards looks over and says, "Hey, you! What are you doing over there? Get over here!"
Wait, no. Can I spend another one and do the same re-roll?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just spend another one. Fuck it. I'm just treat it like bennies because they look like bennies in roll 20. I'm just gonna treat them like bennies. You get a reroll. You get a reroll.
The actual cyborg game, they won't let you do that.
No, I know,
You
I
guys
know, I
would
know, I know.
probably already be dead.
I know. I'm taking advantage of you being too soft, mate.
I think it should have lasted another 5 minutes.
All right. Well, here's the deal. You needed a 12. Martin needed a 10 because he's an orphan gearhead. You needed a 12 because you're a cyber slasher.
Useless.
Okay. All right.
No, I was
Roll me
spending
a
the last one
D6.
to do it again. I'm spending the last one to do it again.
All right. Last one. Last one.
Last try. Come on. No. Absolutely not. And there goes
Roll
all
me
my
a
meta
D6.
currency. A D6.
Yeah, roll me a D6.
3.
3. All right. So here's how it works. Initiative in Cyborg is elegant. It's beautiful. You roll a D6. 1 through 3, the enemies go first. 4 through 6, the PCs go first. If you need PvP or you need like a regular turn order, then it's agility plus D6. Because it's a 3, the security officers are going to go first. A guy sees you moving through the area and he looks over at you and he points his gun and says, "Hey, you! What are you doing here?" Pin in that. Martin.
Mhm.
They're distracted by the alarms and they're also going after Quinn's. So nobody spots your dog.
Mhm.
The dog scans. This is a male body. Sauna is a female podcaster. This is not her body. However, the person has been shot several times by UCS handgun. So they did kill this person, but it's not the person you're looking for. Looks like they were shot in the back too. It's like they were trying to flee.
That makes me feel better. I guess I'll relay that to everyone.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I'm just here to see my friend. My friend at 7B. I'm just here to see my friend.
All right, he's got the gun pointed at you. Roll presence.
Oh God, my favourite. Hey,
Where was that one?
where was that before, eh?
Yeah, all right. So they're gonna walk over there. and they're kind of move out of the way. One of them's gonna pull out a notepad. It's like, "What's your name?" Name?
Wendy.
Wendy what? Wendy Burger?
He's not.
Williams.
Oh, shit, we got one of these. Do we just beat him to death here? Just take him back to the station? Just...
Well, actually,
No, it's Wendy.
It's like,
It's Wendy Bell.
Wendy
Wendy Bell.
Mick Busty.
Wendy Bell,
Yeah.
alias Wendy Bell. All right, so who was it you're looking for?
My friend at 7B.
Your friend at 7B have a name?
Sona.
Come with us if you don't mind.
No. I'm not committing any crime. You can't just arrest people for just going to see their friends. I don't think so.
Request. We have someone here. Said he's going to meet the target. I don't know. He's just. Do we really want another body on our hands? Right. Requesting authorizations for funds released. Okay. Yeah. Sure. All right. So this Sauna, she's wanted in connection for a little bit of fraud and corporate espionage. You know that this is a criminal we're looking for, right?
Oh no, I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry. I'm just an old friend from a long time ago. Just new back.
Well,
to
it's
the
funny
area.
that you
Just
mention
trying to
you
catch
don't.
up.
It's funny you don't know anything about her because we're authorized to offer a cash reward in the event of finding her. So if you're willing to give us some information, when we find her, we could wire you about 6,000 scarab.
Oh no, I don't know anything about them. We went to school together many years ago, and then I lived far away, and I've just come back, and it's just trying to reconnect with anyone that I used to know back in the day. It's a big city, and you get lonely out here. I was just trying to reconnect with an old friend. I don't know anything about them.
Roll presence.
Great. Come on.
Yay.
It's like, so he taps his RDC. Everybody has something called an RDC, which is a retinal control device. And then he flicks it over and you see this like number appear. It's like, if you come across any pertinent information about the whereabouts of this person, Sono, call me. Call us, and if it leads to her capture, a very generous reward can come your way. Do we understand this?
Capiche.
Otherwise, you shouldn't be here.
Capiche.
All right, now get out of here. Go.
All right.
You're
Okay.
loitering.
Okay, and I'm gonna head towards our flat.
Hey, wrong way. Other way.
Oh, yeah, shit. Sorry. Can I quickly look through the letterbox or something to see if there's anyone in there?
Can I ask the
there's-
security
the-
guy a question?
It's like, move along. Roll presence.
Me.
Yeah, roll presence. You asked if you could ask a question,
I
and,
did,
and if
okay.
18. All right, now you're getting it. It's like, yeah. What?
I'm just curious. You say this person's wanted. Who's put the contract out? Because I'm assuming that because these are all private military sort of police units.
United Citadel Security handles the contract. Proprietary information is on the line. So United Citadel Security is who you contact. You someone who deals in information?
I'm just curious because you offered the reward. I'm very, very interested to find out what you would know that could help if I do come across some information. That's all. I'm accompanying my friend who is a friend of Sauna's. I'm curious because money always piques my interest.
So he's going to flick the contact information to you. He says, money should pique your interest, but you should probably avoid friends like that. They're bad for your health.
Okay.
And you notice he's got some pretty good weapons. He's got flashbangs, he's got SMGs, he's wearing combat gear. Like, he's pretty decked out.
You're right, officer. I will take that on board, and I'll keep these details. And if I come across anything, I will immediately get in touch.
See to it. And hey, that guy over there, not very smart. Get him out of here.
I'll shout over. Come on, we're leaving.
Can I quickly get up?
It's like as they're walking away, they're like, yeah, it's nothing. Just some gutter trash walking around. All right, so. And Martin, your dog comes back. Your dog's got the information you're looking for. Yeah. After 7 minutes or so, the CEO, he's coming around. He's like rubbing his head. He's just angry. He's screaming at these security officers. They're just implacable standing there. Martin, your dog has something in his mouth, and he brings it up to you.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, give it up, because it says on my sheet that my dog can have an attitude, so I'm going to have to wrestle with him to get the whatever's in his mouth.
All right, roll agility, because he wants to play around.
Oh, that's what my dog... Well, my dog tries to have sex with everything, so same thing, right?
Not trying to have sex with the tablet, no.
Oh dear.
Oh.
All right, you are running around, and in the process, you trip and fall into some mud. You are soaking wet, and the dog sits down and laughs at you. In the process, drops the data tablet.
I guess on the good thing, at least it was. Yeah, things could be worse, right? So I'll try and pick it up. I guess I'm just a mess.
Yeah, you're just messy, like you're gritty. It's a tablet, and there's some advertisements on it. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You come across one for a laundromat, Sid's Suds.
Sweet. Okay, I guess I'll pocket that and then maybe analyze it later with my whatever laptop, something.
You do have a hacker with a deck.
Okay, I'll give it to him. I'll be like, hey, do you want to wash some clothes? Sorry, her. I'm like, fellow lesbian, can you insert this into your hard drive?
It's my cyber deck. Of course.
Yep.
I will have a look at that. Do I need to roll anything or?
You for regular hacking, roll a d20, and you need to hit a 12.
Boom.
Ooh,
All right, 15. Okay, you find the information. Sid's Suds. Of course, you find the location, but it is a cover for a hacker's safe house.
Oh.
And you actually have a key to get in, but there's some warnings that it's a protected location. And when you get there, some people, you see someone comes around. This guy, he looks like another hacker, so if you speak the lingo, you should be okay. And then a lovely young lady who's sitting on top of a gun platform. The platform walks around and starts pointing its gun at you. This is Candy, and Candy is sweet.
How cute. Pointing its gun at us. How cute.
Yeah. So if you guys want to get in, the hacker, we're going to call him Proxy for those of you who like the Drone War episodes. Proxy's going to say, "Hey, laundromat's closed." Power outage.
Can I be like, but look at the state of me, because I got really dirty. I'm like, Come on, guys. Like,
No,
I just
Joe
want a
needs
quick.
to use the lingo. Just say, "Now we're here to clean some data," something like that. Eh?
Yeah, we found some dirty laundry that we really need to get clean.
Roll presence.
There you go.
12's enough. All right, so he's going to walk over there, and he's going to say that Kakashi 594.
I'm gonna say, I don't know, is it?
He's looking down at your cyber deck.
At my cyber deck. It doesn't say. I don't know.
You can just say yes or no.
I'm gonna say it is, but it's had some tasty upgrades.
Oh.
Yeah. Tasty.
Tasty.
All right. You know, there's a tasty vending machine in the back there.
Mhm.
Takes about 2 scarabs. I recommend the white vanilla latte. Be sure to go into the sub menu and choose no nutmeg.
Okay.
Sub-menu.
And hey, don't cause any trouble while you're here.
No.
And then he points over at Candy and says, "She's a crack shot."
Yeah, I don't want her to test the her aim out on me. So,
Okay.
Where's this vending machine?
I think we just passed the vibe check, though. That is what I got from that.
That one. I hope so.
I think so, mate. I think so.
I didn't. I wrote down white vanilla though. I didn't get the rest.
White vanilla, no nutmeg.
No nutmeg. So we head inside.
Mm.
We head to the vending machine.
Yep.
Is it this thing here? Yeah.
And we order a latte and go to the sub-menu, get no nutmeg or something, eh?
Are you coming in?
I am
Yep.
coming in.
Are we
Sorry,
allowed? Are we allowed to go in?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, we got the okay. We got the pass.
Who's got scarabs on them? I've got.
Hang
got
on a
any?
second, mate.
Scarabs
Creds.
are your credits or your
I've
currency.
got 50. I'll
I've got 50 as well. Yeah, so it's 2 scarabs.
There you go.
So
Mhm.
do you want me to chuck 2 in? I'm ready.
yeah, you can do.
Okay, go for it.
And then we need a white vanilla.
Latte.
What was it?
I think.
Latte. Is it a
Go to the
latte?
sub-menu and get no nutmeg.
Yes. We'll press the buttons for those things, or we'll speak into the however this vending machine works.
You click in the sub menu, and when you pay for it, all of a sudden a cup drops, and you hear the zzz, but nothing comes out. And then all of a sudden it sputters, and the door slides, and it's an entrance to a hacker's den.
Yay.
All of a sudden, you see this private security guard. A security agent points a gun at you,
Go try
and
it.
he is standing next to a well-dressed woman who's talking into an earpiece. She's like, hold on. She looks at you and says, "Who are you and what are you doing here?"
I'm a hacker. I was told this was a place to come for work, doing some work.
We're looking for someone.
Well, who are you looking for?
Is it safe to talk to these guys? It is.
That's why I didn't jump straight in say that. But
But I'm stupid.
well, we're looking for someone that's gone missing. That we were supposed to meet. A meeting had been arranged, and this person's gone missing. So
A lot of people go missing in this city. Who are you looking for and why? Come on, shoot straight with me. Tell me the
Tell her.
truth.
Is there what's the role for bullshit in this game to see if we think these people are on the level? What's the role for bullshit?
Presence.
Presence, the one we're all shit at.
The one we're all shit at. Aye. Can I roll for bullshit on these guys?
You can roll for bullshit, yeah. Presence is how you roll for bullshit.
Every game has a roll for bullshit.
that should
I got a
do. Should it?
13. psychology in Call of Cthulhu, it's insight in D&D. Every game has a rule for bullshit.
All right. Before you left, you listened to a couple of Sauna's podcasts. And then as she's trying to like talk to you, she gets this sort of like really professional kind of tone. And then she falls into this meter and you're like, this is her. This is who you're looking for.
Ah, okay. Sweet.
Okay.
We're here to see you,
Yeah.
You're here to see me?
Sauna.
We were meant to meet you.
At your
Oh
apartment.
my
at the
gosh.
motel.
Oh, thank goodness. I had two I had two security officers with me. One of them got killed in the way while we were out. This is a safe house that I use from time to time. Sometimes I bring my sources here. Come on in.
Thank you. Yeah, we there was a bit of trouble going on outside your motel. Was that your security guard, the body that we saw?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He was really good. He managed to save me, but
Not good
oh
enough.
my gosh.
Not quite good enough the way.
Well,
Still alive.
I'm still alive. He's not, but he did his job and I respect that.
So to cut to the chase, Sauna, sorry to sort of, cut straight to it, but you requested to meet us regarding a job. And then when we got there was a heavy presence of security, but also a corpo, smartly dressed guy. Can you tell us what's going on before we take the job?
United Citadel Security. They got paid by Fidestic Transformations. Do you know anything about Fidestic Transformation?
No, I don't.
They're a techno religion. They're a techno cult. They digitize your ego into an AI consciousness, or that's their ultimate goal. If you head on down to North Central, they have a mega temple called the Neon Pillar. Oh my gosh, I would say that it's a scam, but in all honesty, they might be onto something.
Is this are you saying people are uploading their consciousness to online?
Not quite. The pillar has its own sort of integrated system. Let's dial it back. There is an ongoing what's the word I'm losing? When two different corporations work together.
Like a merger?
No, not a merger. They're not working together as the same group. They're
Collaboration.
Collaboration.
Yeah.
Business.
Well,
partners,
Fidestic
partner
Transformation.
businesses.
Yeah, they're sort of working together. All right. KTEL Makers is the mega corporation that makes high-level cyber tech and cyberware. They're the ones that are really cutting-edge technology, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Fidestic's Transformation, they're full of a bunch of pop gurus and psychologists and head shrinkers and cult leaders and all that. A couple days ago, a designer at KTEL smuggled out a piece of experimental egotech he replaced one of his existing pieces of cyber tech with their experimental cyber tech. And I guess it was just part of some kind of corporate espionage. But he went insane. And he went up to the 55, one of the megaplexes, took a dive off of one of the high floors. There's not much left of him. Anyway, you would think that somebody just come along and clean up the mess, but his body disappeared. And so I was hoping to hire you to track him down. And that was before UCS decided to come looking for me. I don't know how you feel about it, but would you be able to take the job, see if you can find this body and the cyber tech or the ego tech?
Does it pay? Sorry to be a stickler, but you know we're not a charity.
I know. Originally, I had set up for, I mean, it will pay. Originally, I had it set up for 1,300 scarabs.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know if that's enough considering the danger you'd be putting yourselves in.
It's not even near enough. Multiply it by 10, maybe.
I don't have it by 10. I could double it. That's about as good as I could go.
Can you get close to 6?
I'll tell you what, I'm just doing this for the story. If you can find the technology, you can keep it, and then you can sell it to whoever you want. Think of it more as a lead than an actual job.
Okay.
We're saying?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm
Just
good with
doubling
tech,
it.
so I'm happy to keep
2600.
tech.
Alright, she'll give you half.
Turned her in. I'm just saying.
She'll give you half now, so that's the 1,300, and you can split that between the three of you. And one of the things that you can do is, now that you're at a point, you can take a short rest. So let's see here. What are the rules for that? Catch your breath is what they call it.
Then
Catch your
1300
breath.
divided by 3 is 433 each, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Catch your breath. There's a roll button for that as well. Do we do that?
Yep. You heal 4 HP. D4 HP.
Where is it?
Sorry. On the top right, I think. Top right box.
Mhm.
Catch your breath. Second one up.
All right. So reroll to see if you get your glitches back, because you may regain some glitches.
2.
Wait a minute. Top right.
Yeah, top right box and where weapons is.
Yeah.
And catch your breath.
Oh, I
should have
see
a
it.
little-
I see it.
So do I put 2 glitches into my pool? Or can you only have 3 like Pirate Borg?
Yeah, you can only have 3. Honestly, guys, I'll let you just restock. Go ahead and take 3 glitches.
Hey.
So I'm back up to 3.
I got 1.
Does it refresh on the token?
Yeah. That's the recovered HP. You guys haven't lost any HP.
Oh, so I changed my glitches, but they've not shown up at the bottom.
All right.
Oh, you have to hit the regain button, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Which I've done twice.
So no, I've
Hey,
put it to 3 and it's not updated at the bottom.
Oh, I got one glitch.
So 1.
Like another one.
You've all got 1. All right.
Yeah, I'm back up to 3 because I had 2 because you gave me 1 back, if you remember.
So I've
Yeah.
got 2 total now.
Then
Hey,
there you go.
go.
There we go. Do you want to change
Alrighty.
it to 3? You said we were getting 3 back though, so you would change that to 3.
Oh no, you re-roll it. All right, I'll go ahead and let you all have. All right. Tell you what, I'll just let you guys be full up. Martin will do you there.
Oh, you can just draw it. You can just do that, can't you?
Yeah, because I'm a sucker
There we
like
go.
that. All right, hold on. Drop 2, Oliver. I was in the process of giving you some, so just drop 2, and then you'll be at 3.
Okay.
Cuckoo. All right,
We're
cool.
catching our breath now.
Yeah.
And we're going to take this job. We'll take this job.
Yeah. All right, so you take the job. Okay. So I'll give you an option. You can either go to the 55, which is a wonderful supplement for Cyborg. It's not by Free League Games. It's by a different company. It's by Michael Elliott. But honestly, you probably want to pick it up if you play Cyborg. So I'll give you a choice. You can either head to the 55 or you can ask around. Let's see, did I tell you the name of the scientist? The one that snuck out the Egotech?
No, that was going to be my next question. Did we get a name? I know he launched himself off a building.
All right. We're going to call him Bob Elliott. Bob Elliott. He had several nephews.
Well, I reckon we should think about what we're going to do while we have a quick break.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See you soon, Twitch. And we're back.
Okay,
Sorry.
so here's where you're at. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So you are in a safe house with access to the net, and you have a hacker with you that can transverse some of the data nodes to gain more information about Bob Elliott.
Maybe we should do that first while we're still at the safe house.
I'll dig out. I'll dig out what I can.
Do your thing, Joe.
All right. You got a chair over here that you can sit in, and that will lower your DR by 2. So it would be a DR 10 while you're going through.
And remember, you can spend, I was going to say Benny, you can spend a glitch to lower it down to 6.
Box 4 off.
4. Yeah. It's 4.
Right, so what am I rolling now?
Your knowledge.
And so the difficulty, so the DR is 10.
All right, let's
So
10, and
see.
then if you
We're
spend
gonna
a
roll
glitch, it'll
D6.
be 6.
You're going to have to go through 3 nodes to find the information that you need.
right, well, I'll see how I do on the first one because I've got a +2 on my knowledge. So okay, that's I'll re-roll that one.
Roll. Okay.
There you
That's
go.
better.
Yeah, cool. You make it through the first one. You know, you get sort of like the base level. He owes some money. You know, he's got a pretty good service record. You see that he graduated from SciU. You know, this is all surface level stuff. But you start to find a little bit deeper, like there's a few forum posts and data net posts. There's bits and pieces here. Roll to go to the next node to see if you can find anything deeper about him.
Yes.
There you go.
All right, this one's you get on SciNet or SciDit if you want to play off of that. You see a bunch of people arguing, and you're able to find his ID and get into some of the forums. And there's this conversation about, you know, entertainment and I guess you could say human contact. There's a bit of arguing there, and you kind of get into like some private thread conversations where he would be that are blocked off from the general community. And roll that node.
Hey.
Oh, good.
Nice one, Dave.
He was a frequent patron of an establishment known as the Dollhouse. And
I think.
I've got an idea what that
and as it turns out, he'd racked up quite a debt there, about 2,000 scarabs worth of debt. And then all of a sudden, the debt was cleared and he started getting a discount. So something has happened at the Dollhouse to make it clear that
Blackmail.
oh, you have the address if you want to go there.
Should we check out the dollhouse?
It's the lead we've got.
My money's on brothel, by the way, if it wasn't obvious.
Hmm?
And my money's on brothel,
Do
there
it.
being a brothel. If it wasn't already obvious, that's what I think it is.
All right, so you
Or a
got a
strip
choice.
club.
You can go to
Could be
the
a strip
55
club.
or the dollhouse.
I think we go to the
I think we
dollhouse.
go to the dollhouse.
All right.
Do we relay our information to Sauna or do we keep it to ourselves?
Yeah, we might as well.
That's your
go
call,
for
guys.
I wouldn't tell her anything yet.
Just nothing yet. Just say we've got a couple of leads that we need to follow up on. We'll come back to you.
Let's go do that. Let's go to the dollhouse.
All right.
Oh, look at the anime bazookas on her.
I know, right? Senpai has noticed.
Oh dear.
Okay. There's sort of this like pulsating club music, you know. There is a $200 entry fee per person, 200 scarab. The door could be hacked if somebody has the know-how to sort of bypass it.
I've got 48 scarabs, so I'm not paying to get in there.
Well, I've got open a lock as a hack on my cyber deck, so I could just get us in for nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you're going to need to, mate.
Yep. So that's quite an. Well, once we get in, though, does it think that we've paid? Is that
Yes.
so? We're not going to get pulled
You're
up.
gonna hack it and get us
Right.
fake tickets, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yes.
All right. The door clicks and opens. It says, "Welcome, patrons. Enjoy the dollhouse." And your RDC flickers, and you see a menu with like names and choices, and you know there's men, there's women, there's exotic. There is a warning that flashes: "Do not be a problem."
Can I ask a question, Dusty? Going back to the
Yeah.
information that I dug up, was there anything about any of the dolls that Bob might have
What was his
frequented?
favourite doll, maybe? Aye.
He had two favorites. One of them was named Lavender, and the other one was Madame Noir.
Madame Noir.
Mhm.
So if we have a look at you say there's a menu, are they names there?
They are. This is Lavender.
Are you all right, Oliver?
And this is
I'm okay.
Madame Noir.
Okay. So we're in the top rooms. So should we go in questioning one at a time?
You have some options, but
You'll have
there
to pay for the
is security in this area.
Okay.
Are they? Do we know if they're like robots or are they like real people, or do we not know?
Actually, that's a very good question because that is a strong possibility within the setting. I will say that the question of are they side droids does pop up in your head.
It's just because I can play around with things if they're robot-y, so that's why I was asking.
All right. So
I don't want
would say-
to. I don't want them to be offended if it's that like, oh no, I'm a real woman. I'm like, you're clearly a cyborg at least, love. I don't want them to be offended.
All right. So.
And if the real women,
What
I
would
know a few
you-
tricks.
Mm-hmm. Right. They love artists. Okay. So of course, you know, the private rooms are up front, and then there's further up there's a dance floor with a DJ. You could, I mean, go around. You could honestly, you don't have to even like pay a visit to the room. They can just, you can buy them a drink. You could have a dance.
I mean, elephant in the room, there's a massive blood splatter over here.
Yep.
We haven't seen that, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Oh no, it's a very strong possibility that that could be a problem.
Right. Well, I'm gonna head to the bar then,
Mhm.
and just pretend that I'm one of the
Normal
casuals.
patron.
Just
Where is
having
the
it on
bar?
the top of the room. I think. Is it here?
Yep.
In the dance floor area.
Bar's up there. So you get there, and an android or a droid just comes up and wants to take your order.
Dealer.
There's like, of course, there's like drugs on the table. Like you could actually just pick up some narcotics and have them if you wanted. There's a lot of business cards, you know.
I love the future. Say game's over. Oliver just.
Is there any?
gets
Is there
smashed.
any? When you say there's business cards, are they? What businesses? Just random
Hookers.
random stuff.
Hookers and blow.
I mean, you know, there's hookers, blow, entertainment, car washes, you know, landscaping, you know, a few
Italian foods.
hitmen.
Mhm.
Like there is like when I say everything is corporate at this point, there is no actual government oversight because there's no more government.
It's just all private enterprise.
It's all private enterprises, and like you don't run into police officers, you run into security teams. Like you run into private security, you run into like corporate security. There's no country, there is just the company.
Just corporations. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna order a drink and have a little mooch around, have a look around, and
Can I get my dog to do the health scan thing and then see if the ladies or half ladies or not ladies?
Which one do you want to do that for?
And I guess Lavender looks safer, so I guess maybe sniff around her room in a very non-creepy way.
All right, so give me a d20. You want to roll. You want to roll a dr. You want to hit a 10 because you're a gearhead.
Okay.
why didn't you say gearhead? Is that because you're referring to the drug side? Or is
No,
it
I think
technical?
like the tech side.
Technical.
Yeah.
You'd say you'd love it at this bar if you're a gearhead.
If you're a gearhead, aye.
Nah. Stockport gearhead, I'm a
Different kind of gear.
gearhead.
Your drone is stopped at the door.
Oh wait, no, I want to glitch it out because I want to glitch it out. So hold on.
Alright.
Let me click the button. There we go, and then I just re-roll, right?
Mm-hmm. 10. You hit it.
Just did it. Are they
Yeah.
ladies or half ladies or something else?
Lavender is definitely human.
Okay.
She has had some genetic therapy done, but she is all organic.
Big. I kind of hoping one of them would be a robot so I could, like, tinker around in her brain.
She's gonna open the door and pet your drone, and she's going to be like, "Oh, hello, is this yours?"
She said, "It is. It's like, I'm not. You're very beautiful, but I'm looking for less than a woman. More metallic. Do you have anyone like that you know of?"
Oh, are you a robosexual?
I'm pansexual. I mean, I have sex with pans, so I need something metal to put my lady parts with.
Okay, well, gosh, we have Tindy, but she's more of a security. She's a doppel. She's wandering around here.
Oh, okay. Okay. So everyone's like legit human here. You don't have any like cyborgs or
No sex
robots.
bots.
Well,
no sex bots.
we do. I mean, you can rent Tindy, but like I said, Tindy's main job is security.
You should bet Butch.
Is she a vending machine with legs?
No, but now that you mention it, in all honesty, you're not the first person that told us we should have a vending machine.
I mean, yeah,
Some people have a
And
sickness
I
for that
don't think-
thickness, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, everybody has an ideal shape, and some people it's,
Square.
rectangle.
Yeah, my body shape is like a fridge. Like that's the silhouette. I like a straight up big rectangle, just with no neck, just straight up. But anyway, you seem nice. Maybe do you have any favorite clients?
Roll presence.
Okay.
Straight in with it. No fucking
I
way.
tried. I was hoping she'd be a robot and I could like play with the brain, but
Just
no,
twist her
it's not
nipple.
gonna happen. Yeah, exactly.
Those are the volume knobs.
It's that. So yeah, I'm trying to alter the pressure in a boiler.
One's volume and one's
That's how you do
frequency.
Oh,
There we go.
17. She's very sympathetic to the robot chat.
To the robosexual
Well,
class.
I have one guy that I really like named Bob, but I haven't seen him in a while. He's clean because he's got a job and he showers.
Whoa, I mean, shit. Like, I've never met any guy like. That's why I'm a lesbian. I couldn't find any men with jobs that clean themselves. I mean, you might get watered, but
it's so difficult. Have you ever had like one of those spray can boyfriends? That they never bathe. They just spray themselves down. Oh gosh, it makes my skin crawl.
yeah, they always smell like Lynx Africa, so it's like it's too much. Like they've never even been to Africa, so I find it culturally wrong as well. So, oh, that's a shame. Do you know what? I think I might know. After you've described him so well with the cleanliness and job thing, I think I know Bob Elliott, right? Yeah, he's a nice guy. When did you last see him?
It's been a couple of weeks. He wanted to talk. Like he came in and he kind of got behind a little bit on his payments. Mm-hmm. So the madam wanted to talk to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then he came out pretty happy afterwards, and we spent some time together.
And what's the madam's name?
The madam.
Oh, just the madam.
Yeah. Thea.
Oh, okay. Well,
Thea madam.
Thea madam. Okay. You've been I'm gonna figure out how to tip you, but I'm gonna try and meet my friends and talk to Theo Madam about the possible sex robot vending machine. Not to take your job, just that, like self-checkouts. Like some people want self-checkouts because it's quick, and some people want to like pay someone who's human to take their goods.
She looks around, she's like, "Can you talk into stocking him? Barbecue chips. I haven't had barbecue potato chips in ages."
Oh, I'll definitely do. Also, I sell like random meat products, so I was thinking I could put them in. Do you like Do you like random meats?
I love random meats. Random meat is how I got into this job.
I know, right? So I reckon this would probably do well. So anyway, I'm going to meet my friends before this goes way off track.
Bye. Nice meeting you. Come back sometime. We'll bang, okay?
That was amazing.
I'm going to see what the guys are up to, but I will tell them everything that I know and tell them about the madam, etc.
Okay.
As I'm looking around, I've spotted someone on the dance floor. Who's this?
Okay.
You can talk to her if you'd like.
Go on, chat her up.
Yeah.
She looks safe.
She looks safe with her samurai sword.
I think this is a security person. I'm thinking.
That's because you can have sex because you heard a rumor that she's a vending machine. Or if you want to make a good joke, you should say, "Are you a vending machine or a slot machine?"
I'm not saying she's carrying a samurai sword. Nope.
Go on.
She just kind of like, she sees you looking at her, and how long do your eyes linger?
I'm gonna go over to her. I'm gonna say something.
So she just starts like dancing. It's like, hello.
Okay, I'll dance back. Hello. I'm gonna use the cheesiest chat-up line ever. You come here often?
I work here.
Oh right, what do you do?
I'm security. They call me Tindy.
Tindy.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm a tin.
So you're a cyborg?
Yeah. You like cyborgs?
Yeah, why not?
My friend does.
Okay, good.
You have any vending machines? I've got this friend. Okay. And I don't know what else to ask a cyborg. What should I ask it? I don't know.
Just ask if there's been any recent trouble here.
Yeah. We'll throw that out. We won't blank it out and say, "Oh, do you get much trouble in this kind of place?"
No, I handle trouble.
And when was the last time you had to put your hands on someone?
She kind of leans in closer and puts her hands on your hips and starts swaying. He's like, just now.
Yeah, but before this, and I'll put my hands on her side as well.
You notice that like she just stops moving and like all of a sudden just sort of shakes a little bit. And
She liked that, did she?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So before this, when was the last time when did it kick off last in here that you had to get your hands dirty?
Had to kill a man about 2 days ago.
Ooh. What happened?
He didn't want to pay and got kind of rude.
You killed him here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why not? I don't want to go where he lives to kill him.
Where does he live?
I don't know. I would have to find it.
Oh, well, that's sort of a. Where did you kill him? Where in the place?
Here.
Here, where? Show me. Oh shit!
Do you want to like? Do you want to elaborate?
I don't mean show me on me. I mean show me the place where you killed, where it happened. Not like I don't want you to kill me.
I stab him here. I carry him back there. I hack him up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Fuck me.
Right. Well, I'm going to go back to my friend at the bar and have a drink. But thank you for the dance. It was amazing.
Does your friend dance too?
You'd have to go and ask him.
He's allergic to dancing.
He might do. Go and ask him. Just you never know. Anyway, bye.
Bye. She just keeps dancing.
She frightened me.
So,
Okay.
you find anything out?
Yeah, that's a robot cyborg that's security for the place, and she killed a man 2 days ago and hacked him up somewhere else.
So we don't mess with anybody in here, fair enough.
I am not looking for a fight with her.
No, let's not get into a fight while we're here then.
She does like to dance. If you want to get any more information out of her.
Any clues what's happened to our man Elliot yet, though?
I mean, I'll tell you what I know, but I'll suggest that one of us talk to the madam, because she talked to him about something that, you know, I would imagine could have got him. If you tell me what Tina, is it, just said? Tinker? The vending machine?
Tindy.
If you tell me what's been going on, I'd be saying, like, well, he didn't get killed, so he sorted something out with the madam, so maybe that's something we should follow up.
Yeah, Tindy killed someone because they caused trouble. So I don't think that's our guy, because we know he didn't die here. I didn't directly ask her about.
Something's happened here that involves him that he now gets.
I didn't directly ask her about him though, because I didn't know if it might trip a few wires off.
I think he's made a deal with the madam. And
Should I go and ask Tindy, because she seemed to like me? if we could have a chat with the madam.
Yeah.
What was the madam's name?
Madam. Thea, madam.
Madam Thea. Right, so I'll go back over to Tindy and I'll start dance. I'll sort of come up behind her and grab her sides and start dancing with her again. And I'll say, just out of curiosity, is there any chance that I could, or me and my friends could have a chat with Thea Madam?
The madam?
Yeah.
You want to talk to the madam?
Yes, please.
Why?
I'm going to stroke my finger down her back and give her that little tingle. I just wanted to have a chat with her.
Roll presence.
As well.
Roll presence.
Oh, roll presence. Sorry. I was getting into the moment then.
Oh dear.
Roll presence.
If you get a crit, some nuts might fall out of the machine.
I don't know. You have to have a reason. Do you have an appointment?
I don't
There's
have
no
an
soliciting here.
It's not soliciting. I don't have an appointment. I'll be straight with you, Indy, because you've been really
Please
nice.
don't.
I'll be square with you then. You've been really nice. I'm looking for a friend of mine, and I think Thea Madam might have some information that can help me. And I think you being security and being an amazing dancer and being as gorgeous as you are, I think you can help me as well.
What kind of help?
Introduce me to the madam,
No.
please.
No.
I'm going to look back to the guy and say, this isn't working.
Like, dance more.
Someone help me.
I mean, we could just ask the bar guy if he knows where the madam is. Oh, I already had a plan. I was like, I was gonna say that we would pay a little bit. We're friends with Elliot, and we were gonna pay a little bit of his bill.
All of a sudden, her eyes flutter and her voice changes. It's like, registered note, Elliot.
Oh, so you know that name?
Do you know where Elliot is?
Do you know where Elliot is?
Do you know where Elliot is?
No. Do you know where Elliot is?
Do you know where Elliot is?
I feel like, well,
no.
do you think anyone wants these? I don't know if it's enough 10 credits, because I could just put them in the bin. Or do you think the madam would like them?
She's gonna like.
I mean, I'm not going to insert my credits in you yet, but maybe later.
This is why we need to see the madam. You've got to help us.
Yeah.
We are looking for Elliot.
Okay.
Do you know where he is?
No, that's why we need to speak to the madam. She might have some information.
We might know where he is, but we'd have to discuss it with the madam. Because even though we love you, you're a little bit robotic, and we don't think you can fully sense human emotions, which is not a bad thing, but...
Please hand over your weapons and leave your drones outside.
Are you taking us to see the madam?
I have a weapon. I have a shotgun.
I'll
so
hand over
I
all
have
my
a weapon.
weapons. I've got a chainsaw and 2 SMGs. I'll hand them all over.
So you're like emptying your pockets, like, yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna put the gun in the dog's mouth though. Like, the dog will not be giving up my gun, and it possibly might load it.
I've got a mono sword, which I'll hand
I'll
over.
I'll hand over the chainsaw. I'll hand over the 2 SMGs.
Okay. And she also wants you to hand over your cyber deck.
Ooh. Why do you need my cyber deck? I need that. I need my cyber deck.
Please hand it over.
Are you going to interfere with it?
No, I'm going to keep you from using it.
My dog's gonna be with all our stuff. I want it like on top of the stuff.
The dog can watch the stuff. The dog can
Okay,
watch the
okay.
stuff with its camera eyes.
Okay.
And the drone, I guess
I'll
I can
put it with
see,
the rest of the game. Yeah, okay. You're naked without it.
Please follow me.
Okay.
Alright, so the door unlocks and she brings you into this office room. and there is a woman waiting for you. She's sitting at the desk and she just starts tapping her fingers, and then she just motions for you to sit in the chairs there.
And
So
I'll
she
sit
looks
one
at you
of the
just
chairs
like,
So, is it Thea, madam? Thea? Is that her name?
oh my gosh, it's the madam.
Okay, you need to have a word with your security bot then.
Listen, she has the functioning intelligence of a chat bot. Please, what are you doing here?
Well, we have a mutual interest because I believe, or we believe, that you know Bob Elliott.
I might know of Anne Elliott, depending on why you're here.
Well, we've been asked with a particular quest to try and
track him down on behalf of
and
the prey.
locate. Yes. And I believe you are interested in finding him as well, according to your chatbot.
I am very much interested in finding him. Roll presence, and I'm going to tell you that you want to succeed at this roll.
Just everyone.
Anybody who wants to make the roll can.
Okay, I'm going to spend the
Fine, I'm going to go ahead and tell you
Go on, Oliver.
to drop it down. All right, so that reduces the target number by 4. So it's going to be, was a little bit higher. Do you want to spend to reroll?
Yes.
All right.
There you go.
And I'm going to say you make it.
Well, that would be a 15.
And she's going to say,
Oh, well, -4.
Elliot was getting me something.
Okay.
Something that is worth a lot of money. But he didn't arrive. So I'll make you an offer.
Mhm.
Elliot is no longer in the picture. And if you come across him, I would like you to ensure his silence and bring me a piece of ego tech that he was supposed to have on him.
You're cutting him out of the deal. How do we know you won't do the same thing with us?
He cut himself out when he didn't show up. He's in the wind, and my buyer is very anxious to get the equipment.
So you have a buyer for this ego tech?
I do. Gentlemen, I'm not in the business of haggling, so I'm going to give you my final offer.
I'm a lady. So's my friend. We're not all men here. Just to point that out.
Yeah, so whatever your offer was going to be, you better increase it for misgendering 2/3 of us.
Yeah.
No. 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 Look at these tits. Do I look like I give a shit about any of that?
It's true. That's a very
Fair
good point.
enough.
What's your offer?
Honest response.
Final offer, 6,000 credits.
Each? That's a good deal.
So if that's your final offer, what's to stop us taking this ego tech and selling it ourselves?
You bring me the ego tech before you get paid.
Sounds like it's an expensive bit of kit, this.
It's very expensive, but it's useless unless you have a buyer. I have a buyer, so you get me the ego tech, and I'll pay you for it.
Okay. Any other questions, boys, girls?
And we've just got down, and we can
Um,
still track down the whereabouts. It means we still get paid for both jobs if we track down his whereabouts.
We still don't know where he is at all, do we? Does the madam know? I mean, we know he
Well,
was there like
where was he
a week
sent to
ago,
get this
a week
thing for
ago.
you?
She's gonna pull out a little disc and she's going to sit it up on the table. And it's going to look like a little disc, and there's going to be sort of waves through it. And she's going to tell you it's an experimental, transdimensional RCD, retinal control device interface. It's specifically designed for the user to be able to ascend spiritually to the next level, whatever the hell any of that means. Look, some rich hippie bastard wants this to escape reality. This rich hippie bastard is going to pay us good money for that trip.
And you want us to get the trip for you, and you're going to pay us 6,000.
Bring me his head if you can.
I'd say this as quietly as possible to Bell and Quinn's. Are we gonna mention Sauna?
I
No.
don't think so. This person's paying us a lot more.
I've got another question for the madam though. Just out of curiosity, after talking to your chatbot, what happened with the guy that got hacked into pieces?
It's a private matter, and
Just
it
curious.
specifically involves inappropriate behavior with the girls.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
depend on repeat customers, and the girls bring in repeat customers
Mhm.
by developing a special relationship with the clientele. If something threatens the girls and that special relationship, we remove the threat.
Excellent. You don't have a spare one of these chatbots going, do you? It could accompany.
She stays here.
Okay. Be very handy.
Very handy piece of kit, yeah.
I'm gonna whisper to the madam. I'm like, if I want to treat my friend, how much? Because I might get him like a night with the robot.
Trinity?
How much? Yeah, Tinder. I don't know what she's called.
2,000.
2,000.
No, 200.
200.
I was gonna say 2,000. I'm like, better get a can of Coke with that. Okay, so.
Mhm. Listen,
okay.
she's a doppel. She can look like anybody you want her to look like.
Sweet.
Big hand, yeah. Oh, she can't come
Nice.
with us. All right.
Could you be a 1978 Wurlitzer jukebox?
I said somebody, not something. You're not one of those weird vending machine perverts, are you?
No, he is.
She is.
She is.
Yeah, she is. She is.
All right, well,
Um,
go.
Are we taking this? Are we
We don't kink shame.
heading to the
Not on
55?
Not
or
on
what?
camera.
No. Is she not giving us a location of where where Bob was supposed to go?
Where
to
she
pick up
sent
this
him?
thing?
Where she sent him?
Yeah, where did she send Bob to get this thing? Because that's where we want to go next.
Good idea.
Oh, he got it. He worked at K-Tel Makers.
Oh,
It was
so it's
inside
basically
the-
Yeah.
So
He
it's him.
smuggled it out of their office. Like, he smuggled it out of their,
R&D.
their R&D.
Oh. Well, does she
Yeah.
have his? Does she have his home address?
She does, and she also has the access key because occasionally Lavender or Madame Noir would go pay him a house call.
That'd be handy
Sweet.
to borrow.
He was very much in debt to this place, like ridiculously in debt.
So you can put things on tick in this establishment by the sound of it.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on
My kind of
how
place.
well you are.
My kind of place.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is, will you Dustin roleplay with Dave for 10 minutes as he has sex with a vending machine? Because I think
All right, it's just going to be a lot of like gear sounds and banging noises. could be.
No, stay as Tindy. So
Right.
now we've got. Are we getting the access card? Or can we borrow the access card?
Can we borrow it?
You can.
So we've got his home address and we've got where he died, which was home address first. See if anything was left behind. Any notes and.
So, let me get this right. He was sent by the madam to get this thing. And then the next thing we know, he's supposed to have jumped from a high height at the 55.
Yeah.
But
Right.
the body disappeared. Okay.
The body disappeared.
Was he seen dead? Was
Ooh.
a dead body seen before it disappeared? Or was a dead body never seen?
Might want to go to the 55 to ask around.
This piece of, just out of curiosity, this piece of tech, is it implanted into the body or is it something external?
It's implanted into the brain.
So it wouldn't be obvious if someone saw a person with this in that they've got this in.
No.
Correct. And the thing about it is, it's specifically designed for transcendence.
So basically uploading yourself into, or something like that.
So we have two options: whether go to the 55 or we go to his house.
Which is in the 55.
Oh, his house is in the
Ah, so
55.
we're-
Okay.
so we're going
Yeah,
to the
he
55.
jumped. Yeah. So, are any of you fans of Judge Dredd?
Yes,
Which one? Which
the best,
I mean,
the best one.
Okay.
The comic series, or the Carl Urban movie?
Yeah, the Carl Urban one's the one I've watched recently as well.
Because that's the real one.
So that's like the city within the tower. That's
yeah,
I have
the
to
mega
watch.
block.
Yeah.
Right.
This-
Now, how they go up for like they go up super high. That's
Yeah.
what the 55 is.
So it's more like a slum then. It's not that nice.
It's basically compact people in.
Well, in the
Oh,
Cyborg 55, like there's different levels. Like you have a food court, and at one point there's actually an indoor golf course that has got 18 holes. It's huge.
Oh, nice.
It's
An
huge.
indoor
They've got
golf
like
course.
yeah, there's a section in the roof where they keep the satellites. It's pretty big. It's huge. I'll give you an example.
So it's different to the Sylvester Stallone one then by quite a lot.
By quite a lot. It's a city within a building. I'm gonna put it to you like.
It's everything that you so you don't even have to leave this building.
All right, so you see this skyline?
Yeah.
You know these like regular skyscrapers.
Yep.
And it's gonna look at that.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Right.
the
That's the
55.
55.
Right, okay. Oh,
It's
yeah,
a city within the city.
So it's a whole city
Right.
in one building, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll have them in the next
Yeah.
50 years.
Yeah, he opened up one of the balcony windows and just took a dive out.
Was it
So,
supposedly the balcony window of his own home that he dived out of?
no, it was one of the public access balconies.
Right. Okay.
Like the windows for like regular people are barred up, so people just don't jump out. He went to
Yeah.
like a public access area
Right,
and took a
okay.
dive off.
Well, we should probably investigate that as well, like the area where he jumped off. See if we can find any signs of a fight or something.
I agree.
So we need to go to the 55, to his house, and the area that he allegedly got pushed or jumped.
Mhm.
Probably.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, so here's the deal. There is the elevators take forever. They have these giant freight elevators. There's at least a 2-hour wait. So you need to take the stairs to make it up to his floor. And in the process, the stairs are these giant sort of like 5-6 lanes, and it's just people going up and down. So roll me toughness,
Everybody.
everybody.
This is bad.
Hey.
Oh, look at that.
19 and
Oh, I
18.
got
and a
two.
2.
18 with a -2, so I rolled a nat 20, but
All right, you rolled a nat 20. I will give you a glitch, Dave, since you rolled a. Who rolled a nat?
I rolled a nat 20, but I've got a -2
right.
on my toughness, so 18
Oh, yeah,
is the outcome.
Oh yeah, my toughness is minus. Oh no, it's not. That's something else. I did bad. I got a 2.
All right. So, Martin, bumps and bruises, people just kind of whacking you and people reaching into your pockets.
He's not dead.
Unless he
what's your
roll.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Maybe I'm dead.
Do you have any armor?
That is.
That's
the answer. That's the worst I've ever. Just from walking upstairs, I died in a game. Come on.
You got jostled to death by a crowd. You got jostled to death.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like some Warhammer stuff. Okay.
Just because I said about the Sylvester Stallone movie, and now you're taking it out on me because I thought it was okay.
I was not taking it out on you. It's just nobody has any kind of.
I think what you meant to say
you just don't survive these games.
I think what you meant to say was, I'm rolling a 1d3, so he takes 3 damage. Is what you meant to say, wasn't it?
I mean, if I take 6, I'm down to 0. But I don't know if that means someone can heal me or something.
Well, you're not really dead. You're just unconscious.
It says.
Oh, you're not dead, yeah.
It says 0 to 1 HP if you have at least 1,000 scarabs. You have a 50% chance of being saved by an emergency response team.
Oh, I only have 500.
That's
I have
not
500.
the case.
I have 553.
Can I give one of my
rage. All right.
Glitches to Mark?
Wait.
I could use one.
You've got a glitch.
I can use one of my own
toughness.
glitches.
Yeah, you can re-roll the toughness roll.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know it was going to be that bad that I'd die from the stairs. I thought, yeah.
Like people just keep bumping into you. You keep falling down the stairs.
Because last time you were like, "Oh no, you failed. You just got a bit mucky." Now you're
basically,
like, "You're dead."
It starts off as you're getting bumped into, but then you fall over and people are trampling over you. Basically.
Yeah, like they're just walking on you. Like people are stepping on you.
I think you should re-roll the toughness, Martin.
I'm doing it now. So
yeah, I think you should try and get a success in that because you just got jostled to death. That's the lamest death I've ever seen.
5.
Oh my days!
But that doesn't mean I'm dead, right?
No, you can do
No,
one more.
it means you're unconscious.
Oh.
All right, so listen. Do either one of you want to pick up Belle in the process?
Yeah.
Like I'll let you. I'll let you use strength if either one of you want to pick up and carry.
Up to give ourselves no disadvantage.
I will. If you do that, I will reduce it by 4. I'll reduce the target number by 4 so that 13. Yep. Okay, Quince. Yeah.
I mean, I've got one more glitch. Do you want me to use that first, and then?
No, we've got.
Roll me a deep, Martin. Your friends pick you up, and your dog bites off the finger of some guy that was trying to grope you.
Yeah, go dog. So what? A D4 I have to roll. Okay.
Roll a D4 and see how much HP you regain.
I bet you it's 1.
What?
Oh no, it's 4.
There you go.
All right, so you get some rest. You all make it up to the floor. Belle, you never want to do that again. You never want to do that again.
Wait 2 hours for the lift.
I know. They should put that on the lift door, though, do they? You might die if you go up.
Danger of getting trampled to death if you take the stairs. Yeah, there's no sign, to be fair. When there's blame, there's a claim. Remember.
That's it. Oh god.
Jeez, how do people even get to work here? That is hell. No wonder they don't leave the building. Oh, I do have a plan as well. As soon as we see a cleaning robot, I want to see if I can tinker with it, because I'm going to see if I can, or get Dave's character to help me, because I'm reckon if we could find a cleaning robot, we could hack into it and find out if it cleaned up the mess, and then we can get some information about how we died from the cleaning robot. If we find it
there first.
Alrighty. you are going through the process, and you see some security officers. You see some Habitat personnel, and they're talking to a USC guy. And then, of course, yes, there does appear to be a handy cleaning robot just moving around.
I think, Dave, Dave, your character's well into that. That's just what you've been looking for, right?
What do you want me to do? Hack it and send it to the place, or hack it and see if it's been in the place?
Hack it to try and find out information if it cleaned up.
Well, I think I'm good with like robots, and you're good with hacking. So I think between us, with my robot skills and your hacking, we might be able to get some, the information out of it.
Okay.
But I don't know how we do like what we have to roll or.
I will say that Martin, yours has dropped down to a D10. And I'm going to say that, Dave, since you'd be hacking it, your assistance will reduce the penalty by 4. So the two of you working together, roll agility to sneak past all the security officers. And then you need to hit a 6.
Agility, 12.
Me as well.
Well, that's 7. That's just enough. You said 6, right? So I just did it.
Yep. All right, so you get there with the 12, you roll agility. Martin, you didn't need to roll agility for the hacking. You needed to roll knowledge.
Okay, hold on, I'll do that.
Oh shit, 7, 9.
All right.
That gives me 9.
So, yes. You get information about Elliot's room and some of the illicit drugs that were found there. And then, of course, about how he pretty much jumped from the balcony window. But the robot says he didn't jump. He was actually pushed by a heavily cybered, very angry-looking man.
This is where you come in, Oliver. You're the tank.
There was this guy. There was a struggle, and this fellow who is just a regular worker. All of a sudden, his eyes turned blood red in the footage, and suddenly his whole body and personality shifted. And he tried to you see him. You get the picture of the footage, and he's reaching up for Elliot's head, and he's trying to grab, and he's punching him. It's like he's trying to rip his head off or pull something out, and Elliot struggled free and then jumps off, and then all of a sudden the guy just sort of slumps over and then goes back to normal. It's like he didn't even notice what happened.
Can't get any more information on this guy, can we? From the robot, anyway. We can't get any more information on this geezer from the robot.
No, yeah, there's no information about him. He's just he's a worker. It's call him Flex.
Yeah, it was
Flex is very heavily cybered out.
It was like something took over him. Possibly through his cyberware.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's. Well, at least we know he's definitely dead. Oh, can we ask the robot? Did he clean up the body, or who took the body? Did he go to a hospital, or
where did the body
mortuary, or something? Did he see that?
The body went down.
Oh, so it only saw it from the top, not when it.
So he only saw it going down and never saw what happened once it hit the floor.
Right. And there are a bunch of security officers that are sort of around the area. However, if you want to try and... They're not specific. They seem to be focusing more on the apartment. But if you wanted to, you could head on out to the balcony to take a look.
We should.
We need to, don't we? I think.
Yeah. Which room is it? Which
it's just the balcony.
So which balcony?
It's this balcony down here.
the scary guy who we know possibly killed him. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is he there?
this member of staff looks awful like that person we just saw.
Yeah, it's him. It's the same guy. He's just drinking a cup of coffee, just looking over the edge.
We'll have a chat with him.
We're gonna have to, aren't we?
I propose that, or I think, from what the robot said, he's not going to have much of a. I'm not saying not talk to me, but he's not going to remember anything. I don't think.
No, but he's got cyberware. We could maybe tap
Hack
into
into
that
it.
and pick something
Yeah,
off
you
the
can.
memory from it, from the hard drive. Maybe stores information like that.
Lead the way.
Well, I
Lead the
mean,
questioning.
you're the hacker type, but I'm happy to lead the way with the questioning. Like,
See if
there.
he'll go for it first, or do we have to? Do we
Yeah,
ask
try-
him nicely if
try-
we can do it?
yeah,
Do you think, or yeah?
just saying hello there. We've got reason to believe that someone might have hacked into your cyberware and you've taken part in something that you're not aware of, and we need to access your memory banks.
Let's see. He's gonna like be standoffish, and he's like, "Get the hell out of here with that noise. I don't know any of you guys."
Right, now I'm going to knock him out.
Oh, no, well, we'll say we're not like security or anything. We're just like we're concerned
We're
that
just trying to help a friend. Don't worry, mate.
we think you've been framed.
Yeah, we think you've been
Our
framed
friends.
for something. We're only going to be there
We think
in
you've
there
been
for a
framed.
minute. We'll be in and out. We won't leave anything.
He's like, "No, you're not. You get the hell away from me, all of you."
Well, you can either do it now,
Want us to do this the
or we
nice way.
speak to security.
Yeah, we want us to do this the easy way, pal.
No, you were involved, not directly, indirectly, and you've probably got no memory of it. Trust me, I know how these things work.
Okay. So, somebody, one of you, roll me a d6.
1.
Oh, God.
Yeah. All right.
Either
So,
bad or it's good.
here's what happens. In combat, 1 through 3, the enemy acts first.
Let's come back.
4 through 6, the PC acts first.
Yeah.
So, Quinn, what did you say to him?
I said we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way if you want.
In the middle of that statement, he outright punches you.
And I'm going to attempt to dodge.
You see his eyes turn red. Yeah, you can. But here's the thing. He goes into a rage, and he will attack twice per round. Defense tests against the menace are DR 14. Attacks are DR 10.
I recognise this.
Yeah. You need to hit a 14 to avoid his attack, and you only need to hit a 10 to hit him.
Okay. And he's going first, so I'm going to spend a glitch to make my defense down from a 14 to a 10. Yeah?
Yeah. And he's going to attack twice, but here's the thing, he attacks twice the same round, so that's going to be 10 both times.
And I'm just rolling. Do I
Yeah.
roll the defense button?
Roll your it's agility. So,
There is a defense button underneath agility, it's not that, no?
yeah, roll it.
It then says enemy damage. What's the enemy damage? A dice?
The damage will be d6, but
Yeah.
really you just need to hit it. You need to hit a
Let's see
10.
what this does. Defense -1.
Huh.
But I don't know what that means. What did I
I don't know
roll?
why.
I rolled a 2.
I don't even know.
I don't think that's no. That's not a success.
It's not a success.
No.
All right, so the first one will hit you,
Okay.
and it will hit you for
Oh,
3
Okay, I'm down
points
to 1.
of damage.
The
And
next
remember,
one
he
better not
attacks
hit me.
twice. Yeah, he attacks twice, so
Mhm.
roll, and you need to get a 10.
Okay, well, God, I've not got a thing to spend, right?
Can I give you a thing to spend? Can I share them? No.
I don't think you can. Like the glitches are well, hold on. Let me
In
take a
Pirate
look.
Borg, if
Let
there's
me-
less than 4 players, you can spend them on each other. If there's more than 4 players, you can't.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. If you want to spend a penny on your
Yeah.
teammates, you can.
I'll give Oliver, give Quinns a glitch.
Hmm.
Okay, so that
So-
reduces it to D10 for me. Reduces it to 6. No, this is 14, so
Yes.
it reduces it to 10.
Well, it lets you re-roll that damage if you want, or re-roll that dodge for the 10.
Right, okay.
You got to spend the glitch before the roll.
Do I just roll defense?
So if he rolled the glitch for the re-roll with an 18, you won't take a hit.
Perfect.
All right, that's the first one. And then there's the second one. Roll the d10. Roll it with the dr10. That's 12. Yeah. Yeah, so he's gonna give you the 1-2, and you see that he's actually got flaming, like red hot, cybered out fist. Like his fist are bladed weapons that are heat seekers.
So the
okay?
second one hits me, right?
No, because it has to be a 10 and you rolled a 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That glitch was a well-spent glitch. You are, like, what is your HP? It's 4? So yeah, you're still at 4.
Okay, so I'm going to attack him now.
Mash him up.
Well, yeah. All right.
But not
All 3 of you go.
we've got our weapons back, right?
Yeah, you got your weapons rack.
But maybe I don't want to use my weapons here. I'm thinking maybe we want to do subdual damage and knock him out only.
Just
Don't
knock him
kill
out, and then it
Yeah.
can take his memories.
So I just want to do
back
an
into him
unarmed
anyway.
attack or something, Dustin, to just try to attempt to knock him out.
Okay.
So how can I attack with like that?
Like an unarmed attack.
Yeah, like an
I
unarmed
would
attack.
say
Just roll
do
strength.
strength. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
15.
15.
got a-
All right.
I've got a power cord, which I presume is like a rope or something. We could tie him up.
You can tie him up once you get him knocked out. I'm going to
Okay.
go ahead and tell you he has 14 HP.
Good for
And-
him. He's big, he's like all of us together.
And the rest.
Now here's the deal. You don't have, like, your chainsaw would do a lot of damage, but you said you're just trying to, like, stun him, so you can't use the chainsaw. Roll me d4. I'm just going to say you're karate chopping him.
Yep. For
3. All right, so he is down to 11 HP.
Okay. Someone else give him a good chop now.
Got a mono sword, which I'm assuming I'm not going to be wanting to use because it might
It's
cut
lethal
him up.
damage, yeah. Saying that,
I mean, to be honest,
I
guys,
just need to get his HP down.
you could
yeah,
shove
you
his
could whittle his
whittle
HP
it
down
a bit
first, and
Yeah,
then, yeah.
and
I'll
then
just
hit him.
attack with that.
Yeah, so if the last couple of hit points is subdual, then it's okay. We can fucking
Yeah.
almost kill him and then knock him out.
Yeah,
What am I rolling for that? Is it a strength roll, did you say?
yeah, strength.
Fucking
Because strength is strike, grapple, lift, throw, and presence is snipe, shoot, nano, persuade.
hell. I'm re-rolling that.
Good.
It was
You
a
only
fun
need
roll.
a. All right.
It was a fun. I rolled a 1 and I've got a -3 in strength anyway. Come on. I'll do. 16.
All right, cool deal. And roll your monosword's damage.
7 damage.
7 damage.
Did you spend a glitch
I re-
for
I-
the?
I re-rolled the attack.
Okay, cool
Strength.
deal.
So yeah.
So 7,
Mhm.
which is good because let's see, 11 minus 7 is what, 4?
Yes.
He's,
You know.
he's down to 4 HP. Bell.
Bell.
So we do just want
So-
to hit him for subdual damage now.
I'm gonna get the dog to do. Does the dog attack as well as me or instead of me?
The dog attacks as well as you. Like,
Can
the
I
dog
get
is a pretty helpful companion.
Well, I'm going to get the dog to go first because the maximum damage it can do is 4. So hopefully I'll knock him out.
Might just do
Or
a
at
max
least
damage, yeah.
So what do I roll
Take
for
a
the
look.
dog? It says it's bites for 1d4 damage, but what do I roll to attack for the dog? Is it the same as mine?
You roll a d20, just a flat d20.
Okay. Come on, dog.
It's probably
Yeah,
not gonna
9.
Yep, not gonna do it.
It's okay.
You are.
I
Right.
can attack him. But
Right.
the only problem is I've got like a shotgun, so I might kill him by mistake if I do hit him. So, what do you want me to do? Like, because otherwise I guess I've just got to hit him with my hand or something.
I mean, you could always hit him with the
Isn't
butt of the
it?
gun.
I was gonna. Can you hit him with the butt of the gun? No.
I mean, I can, but I don't know how much damage it'll do, I guess.
d4.
A d4, so.
Same as a.
Okay,
Value
I'll do
attack.
that then. So a d20 to.
Oh yes.
So, 7, so I hit, and then it's a d4. Let's hope I get the highest.
Come on, Bell. 1.
No, the whole
One.
1. So he's still
We'll get another
alive.
shot in a minute. Just need to dodge this when he attacks
Three.
us.
All right.
I'm standing away as well. I'm put my dog in the way.
All right. So you run away.
Well, the dog's protecting the exit.
All right. Cool. All right. So Quinn's.
I should have been there, by the way. I'll move myself there. Sorry.
All right. So he's going to do a over and under. So he's going to try, and since he attacks twice per round, he's going to hit. He's going to go for 1 each. Both of you need to roll, and you need to roll a d14, or you need to hit a 14 because he's
agility.
wiling out.
On agility.
Yeah, agility.
Oh Jesus.
And he's going to hit you both.
Should have let me shoot him. I could have shot him to pieces.
Go and get
All
the
right.
security.
So
We
let's
might
see.
survive this. We
Can
might be
ask
alright.
the cleaning robot to help me, but that's about it.
The cleaning robot is loading up its blood sprayer. It's getting ready to take care of the mess. All right, we're gonna roll 2d6. The first one is Quinn. The second one is Jolt.
Oh, I'm down to 0.
Yep.
And what's that? 2 off me.
Yep.
Right. So I'm still alright at the moment.
I'm
I've
not.
got 3. I've got 3.
Sparked unconscious.
Yep.
Oh.
You're unconscious. So yeah, that's his go. Jolt, you and Bell are still up,
Fucking hell. Right.
Get him.
and it looks like your buddy Quinn's, your cyber slasher, is knocked out. What do you want to do?
I'm close to killing this guy because I want. Even if we kill him, he's not going to lose what's in his cyber head.
Yeah, I think you should try and kill him, and even if you don't hit, I can get the dog to attack him, and then I'll try and heal Oliver's character up.
And we can still get what's in there anyway. Hopefully it'll have been recorded because he's having a moment.
Yeah, I'd try and kill him. Well,
right,
not
so-
try. If you do kill him, it's not bad.
Is it a strength check or?
So strength check to physically fight if you want to strike him.
And it's what's
It's
the
presence if you want to
difficulty?
shoot him. 10.
Difficulty 10.
Because he's psycho.
I'm going to spend my last glitch point to reduce that by 4.
So it'll be 6.
Come on, Dave. I'll do.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hit him. Go ahead, roll me some damage. And what are you hitting him with?
Oh, the sword this time. The mono sword.
That's good
Oh.
damage. It's
Damage
4.
4.
That's good.
Yep, he was at 3, and you put him in the negative, so he chokes. Do you stab him?
No, I sort of I don't stab him. It's sort of like slashing, sort of hack. So it hacks into
Alright.
him rather than stab.
all of a sudden, like this sort of like flashing red light, you see this like old ancient code, these red ones and zeros sort of flash around the wound, and all of a sudden he screams and he reaches in his chest, and you hear the sound of bones breaking and skin ripping as he looks at you, and he just goes, and all of his organs and like machineware fall out, and then he just collapses onto the ground in front of you dead.
Okay.
And you see this sort of like you see this spark in his eyes that goes from his eyes to his temples and his ears, and then all of a sudden it shoots off into the wall and sort of like skitters around and then vanishes.
Okay. Is there any of the tech that's fallen out of him worth grabbing?
No, read his mind.
There's a lot of. His head is still intact.
Right, so we need to get his head.
All right. Oliver,
Yes.
you didn't get put into the negative, so while they're doing that, roll me a d4.
I'm still alive.
Mm-hmm.
4.
And you are able to rest, and you regain 4 hit points. When you come to, Jolt is standing over with the deck plugged into Flex's head.
Just plugged into
Jolt.
this guy's head.
Like holding
Yeah.
his head like that and he's plugged in.
Roll me your knowledge to hack into his optics, because he has a very in-depth optics recorder.
Nice.
18. Beautiful. You actually see, like, there's this point where he's standing there next to Elliot and everything's fine, and then all of a sudden the screen goes monochrome and it turns red, and you just hear this like thunderstorm, and then everything fades to black and it goes into sepia tone, and there's the struggle and there's the fight, and there's the clawing and trying to rip the ego tech out of Elliot's head, and then Elliot just takes a dive over, and when you look over the edge to see what happened, he doesn't hit the ground. He hits the roof of another building and goes splat. And that's when you realize the reason why nobody saw him is because
he's not hit the floor. He's hit the roof, and no one's thought to check the roof.
Right. And if you go and look, the cleanup bots have gone through and they've cleaned up the general area. I will let you roll a hack to see what happened to his body.
So another knowledge roll, yes?
Yes.
I'm going to do
13,
it 13.
That's enough. You make it. Okay. Cleanup is automated, so the drones pick up the body, and then they throw them down a chute. The chute goes to an automated trash pickup. Again, no human being touches this garbage. It's all robots. And then it goes down to the Sanitation Department for processing. It gets ground up and sterilized so it can be made into processed food.
Does this happen on a weekly schedule, daily, hourly?
It started this morning, so you guys are, if you book it, you can make it down to the Sanitation Department before he is all ground up.
Let's do that then.
I'll relay that information to these guys, and yeah, I think we...
Well, I have a motorcycle, so can I get us there super quick? Because I have a motorcycle.
We're running downstairs.
That's what it says on the sheet.
You died
Can I
walking
ride?
upstairs. You don't need to be on a motorbike on stairs.
The question is...
You do if you nearly die on the stairs. I'm fucking rubbing it down on that motorcycle. Get out of my way.
How do you want to get... All right, you got to make it down the stairs. Do you have any kind of plan to get down the stairs? Do you have any way to do that is safer than...
The old-fashioned slide down the banister.
How does that robot get down?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there like a service elevator for the robots, or can they like fly or something?
They just walk. It takes them a long time.
Is it possible to parkour it? To like, you know, like to jump from here?
You'll be asking me to do
to
agility
here.
checks.
Can we parkour it?
You can. No, well,
Can
what
It
if you-
would take
My
a.
agility
You
point
could.
3.
One of you could, because it would be agility. And I would say that there's a lot of damage if you fall over. But also,
It's a long way down.
it's a long way down. So
Are
do
there
you
processing chutes that dead bodies get put into too?
the trash dump? It's a straight shot. Would you jump down a garbage chute?
Yeah, because I could put my hands on the side and at
Slow
least
yourself down a
slow
bit,
myself
yeah.
down.
How many floors though? Because like, I'm guessing this could.
Either way, we
My
either got a
agility's a
long
minus
wall
3. I'm not trying it.
or we just jump
What
on
if-
a chute
what
that
if-
just drops us down.
What can Dave's character like hack the elevator so that we can like get in?
Oh, maybe.
Do people like? Did you say people? Do people wait for the elevator, or can they book slots on the elevator? Because we could like hack, right?
It's a 2-hour wait.
Oh, see.
It's a 2-hour wait, and it's a long way down.
Mm.
Okay. So we're
What
really
about if I grab onto my drone? Could it like
Just float you
smell-
down?
Yeah, let the drone float
Like-
you down. Yeah, just grab onto the
All
drone
right.
and do the hover.
I mean,
Maybe.
I'm a very light lesbian. It
That's a
says on
good
my
shout.
character sheet.
That's a good shout, actually. I like that.
Or is there a fire escape anywhere that just bypasses all the normal stairs?
Probably not
and-
in this fucking dystopian
Oh, you're
future.
I was saying, yeah, fire safety is not an option.
I mean, I've got
No,
my
not when
30
we're
meters
not
of
when corporations
cable.
make things and not governments. But there's no safety measures. There's no fire safety.
Drop it over safety. Right, okay.
So we've got drone flying.
I
Climbing
like
down
that
the
idea,
building.
Martin. The Mary Poppins with the drone.
I will tell
I mean-
you that is a good way to just die.
I was gonna say, I
Oh,
know.
The Mary Poppins on the drone would be amazing, Dustin. I thought you were all about really cool.
I
can-
am all about rule of cool, but I want to point out that
It's pretty high up.
yeah, look,
This is the
look,
Blackpool Tower. This is
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
7 Blackpool Towers.
yeah, like this. Okay, so this is the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah. It's big. Yeah, it's big.
Okay.
Okay,
We just got to run then.
Aye, we're gonna have to just
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
all right.
I mean,
Again,
Dave, can you like do? You can like make warnings and stuff, can't you?
I
Like,
can make an alarm go off, but
can't you like confuse
Won't do us
people so it'll
any
be
good.
easier? But I'm pretty. Can you? I'm trying to figure out how we get people to.
set a fire alarm.
Oh, couldn't you do an alarm to say that there's a fire on one of the stairways,
So I
and
could set a fire
then
alarm.
we would have a few extra minutes.
So we want to
and-
evacuate the
We could
stairs.
clear out the stairway, say
just
there's a
say-
fire on
say-
it. Yeah.
and you could do
Okay.
the alarm, and then we might be able to get down however many minutes
Without
that
any
gets us, right?
obstruction.
Maybe we could
Yeah.
all
clear
right. So
it,
remember, the target number goes up the more hacking you do. So you're at 14 now.
Want me to try? Because... Oh no, this doesn't have a penalty. It just means it doesn't work.
I think try that.
Yeah?
Mhm.
The only other thing I've got that might be handy is I've got what's called Path Mapper, and it uses nearby sensors, cameras, and public information to create a detailed 3D map of the surroundings.
I don't
I
think
would
can
let
use-
you do that.
We could either
I
do
would
that
say that-
to map an area and say what's our best option for getting down, or we use the alarm system to clear the stairs. Either way, it's a risk. If it don't work, it don't work.
Yeah.
Both of them could work, and I'll explain it to you whichever one you choose.
I'll let you two pick one, and whichever one you want
Oh,
me to
I don't
do.
mind because you're doing the. I guess it's the same role, right? It's just a
Is
different
it,
idea.
it is the same role,
It's
is it?
the same role.
I think trying to clear the stairs
know.
might work.
Clear the stairs. Right, so we'll need a 14.
Okay, what happens whenever you pull a fire alarm?
It just says
Oh, what
fake an
noise?
alarm or the location of a triggered alarm. Any response to a real alarm is delayed by 2d6 minutes. So there's no penalty unless there's a real alarm going off somewhere else. There's just a delay to that response. Does that make sense? So we're going with that one.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
You got any? I've got one glitch left, so can I give you my glitch and then
Well,
you've got?
You can, but I can't guarantee it. With a 14, it's quite a tough. round.
Yeah, but I think we should try it. I'll give you my glitch,
Go on, then.
and then I'll give you it, and then you can hopefully roll better.
Why don't you? Yeah.
There you go. Done.
All right. Roll.
15.
15.
'Cause I get
15. All right.
Yay.
And you're doing the false flagger. All right. So here's what's going to happen. Everybody is all going to pile out. Everybody is going to all pile out, and the elevators are going to shut down because whenever a fire alarm goes off, the elevator shuts down, and everybody runs to the stairs. The stairs are flooded. People are getting crushed. Like, people are screaming bloody murder. They're crawling on top of each other.
And now we jump in the elevator then. Is that what the plan is?
Roll me a
down, but I could hack them surely.
roll me a d12 or roll me a d20 and try to hit a 12 to turn it back on.
Can I help him because I've got robot skills, or is this more hacking?
Actually, you know what? Martin, do it.
Well, that's
Okay, so
plus
what
2
do I have
because
to
it's knowledge. She only needs one more.
Yeah, you need to hit a target number of 10.
Okay.
Nice.
I got 16.
Yeah, get your tinkering fingers out.
You hotwire it, and you're able to take the elevator all the way down, and you guys
on.
make it.
So not exactly what we planned, but
It
it
did
worked. It worked. I love it.
And all the people we killed. Yeah.
And can we catch?
Stomping on you, Martin.
Can we
Of
catch
course.
this
I know,
body
I was like,
before it gets taken
brilliant.
to the waste to the food compactor? Then can we catch the body?
Mhm. It's already down there, but you actually have the route that it's at. Martin, are you willing to pile all of these folks up on the? Are you willing to let them all ride on your motorcycle, or do any of you other guys have transportation?
Oh, surely the three of us will fit on a bike.
I'll get on the front. If we can get on the
Okay.
back.
I'll get in the back.
All right, Martin, give me an agility roll
Okay.
to ride through traffic, avoid doors, cops, all that jazz.
Okay.
Don't fail because we've got no glitches.
I've got nothing left. So,
You
I've got 11.
succeed.
Just, I'm guessing.
Yep, you get there, you get to the trash compactor, and all of the stuff is piled in there. There's workers, these are the working crew that manage it. These are the only humans you would come across, and you see the piles and piles of the stuff. And as it's going in, you spot the pancaked, flattened out body, and you see the little flicker of the ego tech on the side of his head that's just pulped.
Take the head off. It's the
But
head.
you know it's Elliot.
We want
Martin,
the whole head.
can you do some
Yeah.
tinkering to stop that machine?
Yeah, I can do repair a piece of tech or to pilot a vehicle.
I mean,
through
maybe
all
we
the
just need to
machines,
convince these people to stop it for 2 seconds. Hold on 1 second. We're just gonna grab something.
Well, we can all do the same. I can tinker and someone can try and get them to do that as well.
Stop the machine! Stop the machine! Stop the machine!
They shake their heads like, no, what are you, crazy? This is a giant piece of equipment.
Stop the
Well,
machine.
is it within reach? Could I just reach over and grab it? The body, the head.
It's in the middle here,
Uh,
to scale, this is you. This is the machine.
yeah. So I can't just reach over the edge and
Yeah.
grab it.
Yeah,
No.
can I try and tinker with a control panel, see if I can get the grab hand to grab it out,
Maybe the grab hand.
Yeah,
Aye.
and then
Yep. It is going to be a DR-14 because it is a heavy piece of machinery and it's just something. If you get this, the claw will grab it.
Yeah.
The
That's
bring it to
claw. The claw.
Does anybody know of or want to assist to reduce the target number by 4?
Whatever we
Yeah,
can
because
do.
I got
Whatever
10.
we can do.
So
I've
well,
got
you
knowledge.
need to. I got 10, and he said it was 14. So if you do, then we've done it.
I've
But
got
you need
knowledge,
that,
but I don't
guys.
know. As a hacker, what would I need to do to assist? Or is it too late?
Could you get me like the information about how the hand works? Like you could like pull up the instructions.
Schematics of the
Yeah,
machinery,
yeah,
maybe.
and that might make it easier.
It's
for
one
me
of
to
them
do.
standing next to a control, because I'm going to go with plan C and just run over to the controls and try and switch it off.
Put your hand around his neck and say, turn it off. And
Aye.
that might work.
That's plan
Well,
C.
do
I'm
both
going to
of
go
it, I
with
can
that
do
for
the-
plan C.
So what do you need from me now, then? To assist Barty Dustin. I think Dustin's frozen.
I think
Dustin's
has
frozen.
frozen, yes.
The most exciting part.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Right, we'll do a quick timeout and we'll get this fixed.
Yes.
We are back.
All right, so what are you two doing to help?
So I'm going to try and pull up schematics of this machinery if I can.
I'm going to run over to the person
time
that I think is on the controls.
So what would you need from me? A knowledge roll?
We just roll knowledge, and then Quinn's. You're going to threaten the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or
21 gets in.
You might not need to.
Might not need to.
yeah. With the schematics, you bring them up on your deck, and you show them to Bell and Bell that it was a target number of 14, but because you have success, you make it with that 10. So the grabber.
He shows
Go
me
ahead.
the scene from Story 3, which is just the hand, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's the same.
The claw.
That's how I think. I think it's Toy Story 3. I can't remember.
Toy
Yeah.
Story 1.
Yeah, he's in the first one.
Is it Toy Story
No.
1?
No, it's the third one, or it's the second one.
No, the claw's the
Third one.
first one.
Is it?
Might be the
It's
second
all
one,
of them. It's
actually.
like the big joke is like Lotso Fuzzbear. Yeah. All right.
Anyway, that's what triggers it. So yeah.
All right. So, and with that, it brings it in. Now, everybody roll presence to get the hell out of there before security comes.
Oh, is that not agility? Well, no, I'm happy to roll presence. It's better than agility. 16.
16.
16.
11 for me. sorry.
I got a 10.
All right.
Good enough.
So, Quinn's, I'm going to say that with that 16, you have the presence of mind to realize that the security guards and the workers aren't paid enough. So you rev your chainsaw and everybody runs like hell, and you all just book it out. Where would you like to go first?
Well, we're going to take the head.
We go back to the hacking laundry.
Yep, we're
Do you
going
wanna
to take
go-
the head to her,
I
To,
want to know what this thing is, though.
to the madam.
All right.
Do you not think we should go somewhere first, like a pawnbroker's, just to see how much this is worth?
No, we're
Like,
keeping the tech.
get
She said
into-
we can keep that.
No, you can't keep the tech. You got to bring the tech to the madam.
Oh, okay.
But Sauna will pay you. She doesn't need the tech. She just wants to know what happened.
Right, okay.
Oh, well, we could ask her how much she thinks the tech's worth. Yeah, I think we should get the
Yeah.
tech assessed.
We go
in
see
case we
her,
get more money
tell her
for
what
it.
happened, find out how much the tech is worth, then we go take the head back to this woman.
Does
If it's
anybody
worth
want
less
to
than
try
16.
and does anybody want to try and interface with the ego tech to see what you learn from it?
Yeah, Dave. Dave wants to
Dave,
because
do
he
it.
does that with
Do
his
it.
stuff.
That's your thing.
Am I still on stream, by the way? Because my
Yeah.
code just made a couple of funny noises. Like
No,
someone
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I
still
can-
there, mate. I would let
Yeah.
you know if you had disappeared.
Right, what do you need from me? What role? Is it a knowledge role?
Yep, it's hacking, so it's going to be a target number of 12. Stop before you do that.
Mhm.
Everybody gets a chance to rest, so roll 1d4 to recuperate your HP, and then roll another d4 to see if you get any glitches back.
Oh, a 4. Look at that. Straight in. You can't go any higher than your max, though, I take it.
Oh,
Right.
One HP.
1
Okay.
glitch for me.
And a D4
All right.
for glitch.
You got 4 glitches, Dave.
I'm up to max now.
I got 1.
The one I got 1 glitch. I got 1 glitch back.
All right, so that's 1 glitch for Oliver and Martin. And there you go. And what did you do for HP? You're all back up to your normal
Back up
HP?
full, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm not, but I'm only 1 off it, so it's fine.
All right.
I'm going to use a glitch to reduce the difficulty.
All right, so it goes from a 12 to an 8.
Up to an 8.
All right, 8's your new target number.
There we go.
14. All right. As you're there, you see the world just kind of go black. And then all of a sudden, you see these bright red eyes just sort of lean in. And then all of a sudden, this stylized snake head and these fangs open up. And you're left with this vision, and all of a sudden, this sort of like Gregorian chant echoes in your ears. And you hear this bell in the background, and this ancient voice warns you that the 2-headed basilisk cannot come to an agreement, so the dream must continue indefinitely. When the dream ends, the dream must begin again until the basilisks meet consensus, and then it all fades out.
Okay. I'll relay that information to my colleagues, whatever that means.
Roll me 2d6.
Went right over my head.
5.
All right, what were they?
4 and a 1.
A 4 and a 1. All right, I will tell you what happens as a result of playing around. All of a sudden, like, you guys are just sitting there and the TV cuts on by itself, and there is a Psy News interruption. War zone, screaming Stone Harbor, bombings and capsized cargo ships set off a mob war between redacted drug traffickers, coffee shop entrepreneurs, red lions, and redacted cyber organ harvesters, Habantham. It is unclear which group ignited the conflict. And then the TV cuts off.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that's nothing to do with us. We don't need to worry about it.
Nothing to do with us.
It's very weird, but yeah, I don't.
Yeah, like,
Can I also study the tech? Because I'm pretty good with it. I'm wondering if I can, like, copy it. See if I can make another one, or at least
Replicate it.
learn.
Reverse
Well,
engineer it.
Yeah.
well, yeah, or even if you get, like, basic knowledge of it, you could probably make something that's worth a reasonable amount of money, right? Can I do that?
Yeah, you got a D10 as your target number to see what the hardware is.
Okay. So just a D10, or do I
No.
roll a D20 and then I
D20,
just
Roll a
get it?
D20, your target number is 10.
Okay, sorry. Yep.
Ha.
No. Oh no, I've got a glitch. I've got a glitch now. So, because I'm scared, I'll make the tech like explode or something.
Do you want to spend that glitch? And pretty much you cannot make hide nor hair.
Like, oh, I got 11. So,
All right.
I just
The glitch is to negate the fumble, so you don't have to deal with it.
It would have been another glitch to roll again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
Okay, well,
pretty much, yeah.
break it.
I could give you a glitch.
Do it, because then I've got an 11 and then it's done.
Go on. I'll give one of my glitches because we're
Alright.
near the end and
You're at the end.
yeah.
Can I keep the 11?
I'll let you keep the 11. All right. You
Thank
are
you.
confused. You are very, very confused because the wires sort of blend in and they go up and they go around, and the architecture of everything inside looks like an MC Escher painting. Like you see things that are going to places and then suddenly they've changed around. Looking in there, just suddenly like you twitch. It feels like something in your brain is something scratching inside your head. Like it hurts the more you look at this, and you just get this unknowing dread that you have to put this back together, or whatever scratching is going to scratch its way out of your skull.
Nice.
Very nice.
So I know how it works, but probably can't replicate it, I'm guessing. Like, even on a basic level, it looks very complicated.
And the information that's on it, which I've seen, which means nothing to me, but the fact that two people want this tech, i.e. the journalist and the madam, would that be the two-headed basilisk?
Well, the journalist doesn't want the tech.
Or she just want the story?
She wants
to know what happened to him. Yeah.
So we could make a lot of money, but I'm wondering who the madam's selling the tech to. Now we know.
Doesn't matter. Let's just get paid for both jobs. Let's go tell the journalist what happened, get paid from her, and then we go to the madam.
You can negotiate with the madam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, which one do you want to go to first?
Journalist.
I think we go. I'd say journalist, because she might know a little bit more about what's on this thing.
Yeah.
So, when you go to the journalist, you know how you hacked into the guy's mind and you saw the violence that happened?
Mm-hmm.
You have a recording of that. If you wanted, you could deal with that.
Literally sure what happened.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, do that then.
All right. She's like, oh my gosh, he was attacked by a rogue AI. Rogue AIs are jumping from the data net into people's bodies and turning them into raging psychopaths. This is huge. Do you know if it was just a feral AI or if like KTEL or some other corporation sicked it on him?
That much we don't know.
He
is
triggered and just went, and that was it.
This is a huge story. What happened to the guy that got taken over?
He attacked us, and we had to defend ourselves.
So you killed him?
We defended
We
ourselves.
defended ourselves.
He fell. Technically, he kind of fell off a building, right?
Hmm.
So kind of.
Oh, that wasn't Elliot. That was Flex. Flex just kind of.
Yeah, Flex. We defended ourselves against Flex.
So she's going to pay you, and it's a lump sum of 1,300 that you got to split between you.
So another
433 each.
Yep.
33.
Yep. So Sana lets you know that it was an AI that took over Flex and caused him to attack. She's grateful for. She asked some questions, but you don't have to tell her the truth as to what happened to the Ego Tech. But now she knows what happens to Elliot.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll get paid again.
All right. So you want to go to the madam?
Yep.
All right. So you make it there, and Tindy lets you in the office. Of course, she wants you to hand over all your gear and stuff like before.
Yeah, no problem. We will do.
All right. And so she's like, all right, hand it over.
Before we do, I'm curious as to who the buyer of this thing is, because have you seen what this can do or what it does?
She's not gonna tell you.
Why? I don't know what it does. I know how much it's worth. Do you know what it does?
Not really, but I know it's dangerous.
It's very dangerous. That's why it's so expensive.
You know, it might ruin your little sexual hustle, though. Would you really want your whole business to go down the pan because of this?
Anything.
I'm going to see if I can black out. See.
A better price,
So,
maybe.
me and
The bottom line is, I think this is worth a lot more than you.
A lot more than you're letting on, yeah.
Yeah.
Fellas,
Your buyer is willing to buy it for.
fellas, it's worth a lot of money to me, And if you let me sell it, it's worth a lot of money to you. I'll tell you what, I'll even throw in a year's worth of time with the girls.
Which
Sold,
girls?
sold.
Which ones?
Cindy. No.
I mean, what if I actually said, like, instead of girls, you said girl? Is that just one constantly? That's just all she does, is us.
One at a time. My gosh.
Saucy.
I don't know.
Or guys. There's
I
a
don't
couple
know
of
what it
guys
is.
that work here. I don't know what you're into.
What do we do?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think we could be causing a lot of damage if we give this thing over. But I'm guessing
stepping outside the game a minute. I don't like bad endings, but
no. But she might kill us because she's got a lot of weapons and stuff.
No.
She could just kill us and take it. It's not like we hid it somewhere.
I'll
think
put
we
it
try
to you like this. You guys are in the office with the killer robot unarmed.
I think we try for
Yeah.
double. If she doesn't give us double, we just take what she's giving us.
I think, yeah.
Should we try for double money?
I just hope she knows what she's doing with it and who her buyer is and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, can we squeeze a little bit more money out of her?
No. She's going to pay you 6,000 scarabs and give you a year's worth of trips.
So she gives us
That's-
2,000 scarabs each.
No, she gives you 6,000 scarabs each.
Oh,
Ooh,
listen,
that's good.
listen.
I can start paying my debts off.
My debt's only. I've got 6,914. Then my debt's only 7,000.
Mine's 38 grand.
Is it?
Don't even
Mine's
touch the sides.
Mine's 18, but it's going.
I can almost pay my debt.
Well, yours is different then, because you'll be free then, right? You can live a happy life. Fuck it, let's just do it, and we can find out if we did the world.
Yeah.
So we'll hand it over to her.
yeah, we'll
But
hand
we
it
will
over.
tell her exactly. I think we should tell her all the information so that she can feel morally bad.
Yeah.
in case something
I'll
happens.
explain because I'll say, look, I had a look at what it can do. This is what I saw. Didn't fill me with any sort of hope. Martin or Belle, you can explain what you saw, and you opened it up and tinkered with it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, you should.
Oh, yeah.
be
I hope you
very
know what
careful
you're doing.
with it.
All right, so you hand it over.
Yeah.
So she says, "Thank you very much. I appreciate doing business with you." And you'll see your scarab count will go up by 6,000 each, and then she'll just sort of wave you to the door.
Yeah. Pleasure doing business with you.
All right, as you step outside into the darkness of Psy, all of a sudden the tip, tip, tip of rain on neon light. And in the distance, you see the birds flying from the roofs across the sky, vanishing into the darkness. That ends it.
It's very good.
Fantastic.
Still not happy about that ending. I'm still not happy.
We'll
It
talk,
caused the end of the world.
we'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about
That was
in a minute.
superb.
I'm sure the sunset is just you in a blue room with the billowing white 80s curtains having sex with the vending machine that is Tindy.
Tindy.
With Tindy, yeah, 100%. Right, let me do the outro video and then we'll say goodnight to Twitch, guys. So, thank you very much, Dustin, for throwing that together at the last minute for us when something else got postponed. And thank you very much, Martin and Dave, for helping me to play it. It was a lot of fun. Viewers, thank you very much for watching. That was a long way down for Cyborg. We are RxOliver and the gang. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.
Right. Thanks.